Thank you for picking up the sticks. This is episode 68, Sticks Gaming Podcast. I am Myke Kernet. To my right, Myke Stay Carnia.
What's going on?
You very much look like you enjoyed that drink.
Oh my goodness. I imagine this is what the
It's
air
so good.
in Oregon tastes like. When you walk into the forest in Oregon, it's like,
And to my left, Art Combat Axe Rosian.
That's right. I'm the master of the combat axe.
We're going to be talking
and
about...
don't you fucking forget it.
We're going to be talking about some Black Ops a little bit later, and Art's going to have a moment in the sun.
Art
giving me the
has-
play-by-play
Art
of
has
his...
a couple of moments in the sun, and they all involve combat axes, okay?
It's really good. So we have a lot to go over today. We have the... What is it? Is it XO18? Was that the actual...
yes.
Okay.
XO18.
We're going to go over the announcements
What
from
is
that.
obviously I know what the X stands for. What's the O stand for?
Xbox One, I think.
Okay. I mean, that's obvious, but I didn't think they'd name the event
like-
after a console.
Yeah.
It's like the opposite of the beginning of Mega Man, where it's like it was 20XX was the year. It's XO.
Right.
You don't know what the actual year is. I don't think that's the actual reason. But so we're gonna talk about that with the Black Friday stuff I got put together. So we're gonna have all kinds of deals and steals and things like that. We're gonna go over and compile as many of them as I possibly could, on top of our normal shenanigans and my gift to you and all that good stuff. However, Steak, what you playing?
A lot of old stuff.
Oh.
So, Diablo 3, I just, right before we recorded this, finished my first playthrough on the Switch.
Congratulations.
I played as the Demon Hunter. It's the chick with the crossbows and arrow and crossbows, bows, and very ranged. Has a bunch of traps for her skills and stuff like that. It was a very difficult character to start with. Like at the beginning, like you're so weak at the beginning, and your skills aren't the best. And once you level up more, it gets a lot better.
Yeah.
But that was like one of the more challenging characters I've played with that game, because I've also gone through the game previously on other systems with the sorceress, the monk, and I started the witch doctor, but I never got very far with that one. So yeah, I'm looking forward to diving now into more. That was just like a regular playthrough. Now I'm going to create a seasoned character.
Okay.
Where you basically start from scratch, anyways, and you just go through the game, and there's like different like things you have to achieve. When you achieve that, you gain new items and stuff like that. So yeah, so that was cool. So like I said, like I'm already over 20 hours with Diablo, so I knew I was going to be putting insane hours into it, especially now on the Switch. And now I'll talk about another game I've dived quite a few more hours into, is Dragon Quest XI. So I've gotten back into that. God, it's so good. It's so good. I think I'm at like the 23-hour mark now. But my problem with that, though, is when you go, it's one of those games where if you go in the menu, or even if you go to the PlayStation screen, the game clock doesn't stop.
Oh, so you have no idea where you're at.
Doesn't suspend, which I fucking hate that.
Yeah.
And I've learned about that, so it's like, okay, well, so now like if I know I'm taking, like if I'm playing for a while, then the kid wakes up and I need to feed him. Okay. I turn the PlayStation off. But I have a feeling there's at least 2 or 3 hours in there that shouldn't be because of that. Which I don't understand that. I know it's stupid, but it drives me nuts. And then I did jump into the Black Desert beta. That was on Xbox. That's the MMO.
Yeah.
It's the one with the crazy, super detailed custom player creation from. This game was huge in Korea.
So am I.
Yeah.
Would you be the soldier they'd put at the DMZ?
Wait, what?
Korea? At the DMZ.
Oh, no.
That's what their biggest soldiers there to intimidate the other side?
No.
You're not that kind of big?
No, I'm not that at all.
Interesting. Very interesting. The character creation is insanely detailed.
Did you
and
get
everything.
past the character creation?
Yeah.
Barely.
No, I actually did not spend a ton of time, because like I just like quickly went through to look and stuff. I was like, oh my, like as soon as I was like, no.
Yeah, right.
Super overwhelming. Like you can get crazy details.
So, yeah,
in that.
maybe if you get super into that game, it'd be worth it. But
Absolutely.
not for a beta that are wiping.
Exactly. I wanted to see like what it was about, see if it's actually worth it. And it's interesting. I don't know. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see if I give it a try. If there's a monthly subscription, I won't. But if it's free to play, I might dive in for a little bit and see if they make some changes. Because like what it seems like a lot of people are complaining about, and I agree, is there wasn't enough tutorials. Like there was times where it's just all of a sudden you're like, so what the fuck am I supposed to do? Like what's going on here? And a lot of the UI took up like half the freaking screen, so you couldn't really see what's going on. And you know, if you've ever played an MMO before, you know like how there's like in chat areas where it's just scrolling constantly, and that's so distracting. I wish there was like, again, there might be, I just didn't find it, a way to turn that off because it's just very distracting. Like I said, and it takes up a good quarter of the screen, all that kind of crap. So it's like I don't want to see any of that.
Yeah, right.
Just let me do my thing. But visually, they actually looked pretty impressive. I was actually pretty surprised. It looked pretty good. The servers were packed, so there was a ton of people playing.
Really?
It lagged a little bit, but I think that's because they only have, obviously, for beta. I'm sure limited servers.
They got a ping from Korea, so I mean it takes a while to get back.
You said the servers were packed. Do you know what you said? You played on Xbox?
Yeah.
Was it crossplay with PC?
Not the beta. I don't think the beta is. I think the PC might be though. So that's gonna be interesting.
You mean the full game?
The full game.
Okay.
Yeah, the full game. Yeah. So that'll be interesting to see how that works.
I'm just wondering.
Yeah.
MMOs and Xbox are not two things that I think are huge together. So I'm trying to figure out how the servers are.
Well, that's the thing. I think this is technically gonna be the first one. I think, right? First MMO, I think, on the Xbox, like right now at least.
Well, I mean,
because I know Final Fantasy 11 back in the day was.
Yeah,
but,
they had that, and
but
they still have like the DC universe online.
Oh, that's right. They do have DC or something. That's right.
Would Elder Scrolls Online be considered that?
Oh, that's right. Yep, that's right. Yep. Okay, so they've had a couple. So yeah, so we'll see. It was interesting. At least I at least wanted to dive in for at least. I played it for a good couple hours, so at least got a good feel for it, and it's interesting enough where it's like I'm keeping an eye on it. But again, if there's a monthly subscription fee, I won't bother. So, yep,
That's it.
that's it.
I didn't hear Red Dead Redemption 2 in there.
Oh, you did it. You probably never will.
Is that one you give up on?
Let's just say that might be going towards my Let's Go Pikachu that comes out tomorrow.
That was quick.
That was another reason why I wanted to finish up my first playthrough of Diablo.
I gotcha.
Tonight too. Besides, just for talking on this, but with Let's Go Pikachu coming out tomorrow at the time of this recording, yeah,
Gotcha.
I'm gonna be diving into that.
All right.
First.
I know you've been playing more than one thing recently.
Yes. I've been playing two things.
I have only been playing one thing, and I've been playing it with you.
You got the fever.
So I think maybe we should talk about that together.
You got a fever, and the only cure is more blackout.
It really is, man. So we're not even talking about on text messaging. We're talking through the PlayStation messaging app earlier today. And, Vegas alerts me to the fact that we can watch our previous matches, but not only in, like, first-person mode. Like, you can watch third-person. You can do free roam of the video. So,
Skycam.
So you can basically do, like, film study on how you've been playing, and I'm finding myself doing it. Wow,
that was really bad strategy.
Yeah, just like
step it up, Myke. Step it up.
I need to find cover faster. That's right. I'm like trying to engage when I shouldn't, and I need to.
Oh
find
my
cover
god,
faster.
I'm sticking out like a sore thumb
Really?
there. I'm not
Like,
nearly as hidden as I thought.
Like, honestly, like it's one of those things where it's definitely got the hooks in me, and like we've been finishing second so often recently, and it's just like,
well, that's aggravating.
We're so close, and
I just call that dropping a deuce.
It really is, man.
That's how you feel at the end of it. And it's not an achievement.
Are you guys doing the twos?
No, I'm doing quads.
We're doing quads mostly. I did a couple of duos. I did a couple of solos as well, and I finished fifth in a game, and I finished second in a game.
Oh wow, okay.
And then when I finished second, the field keeps closing in.
Right.
Even when like at the very end, like it'll just close all the way into nothingness. So like you can't just hide forever. So I was getting to that point where like, all right, we gotta do something here.
Yeah.
So I threw a grenade and a cluster bomb and a Molotov, and I'm just throwing all over the place. I have no idea where the other guy is.
Meanwhile, the guy's just standing right next to you.
I finally stood up, and I'm like, all right, there's a tree. I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna get to that tree, and hopefully I can get enough cover so I can find out where this guy is. He was right behind me, and he executed me, and I was just like, oh man. But yeah,
you're part of a YouTube clip somewhere.
Probably, man. I was so upset. But yeah, I mean, it's just that. And then what I love about the game too is just how quickly you get back into it. Like when there's two things that I liked of this above, like, again, the other Battle Royale games I've played, is you get back into it so quick, and spectating isn't boring as shit. Because we're all doing a party chat, and we're all talking and shouting stuff up, like, hey, reload, hey, do your health, hey, there's a guy on the left, and it's like you're still engaged even though you're dead. And then when everyone is dead, you press circle to get out, and you press X to get back in, and you're back in another game. And it's just that loop, and it's just like it's just got me. And I know you don't like the multiplayer, but I do like the multiplayer as well. And like
It's one of those things too where like I love the Blackout and I hate the multiplayer, and they are like polar opposites as far as gameplay style. Multiplayer, you're like run and gun, balls to the wall, jumping, sliding, chucking grenades everywhere, and then like Blackout, you're like the first couple seconds are like hurry up and run around, get everything you can, and then like creep.
And
slowly and
don't
necessarily
senses.
shoot at people if you see them. You don't have to engage everyone.
Like those are the two lessons I've had to learn is like just because you see someone doesn't mean you have to shoot at them, and like get to cover and figure it out. Like I'm just like when I see someone, I'm just like I'm gonna engage with them, and like I don't have the best gun at that point. I don't have the best angle at that point. I'm not in the best situation, but I still engage with them anyway. And like living to fight another day is the name of the game. Like and sometimes you just don't have that option where you just come over a hill and the guy has a 50 cal sniper rifle and he blows 3 of your teammates away before you even know what's happening, and it happens that way too. There are times when you're like you clear out. We cleared out the facility yesterday. That facility, the construction site.
Oh yeah.
And we just like we're going to construction site. We're gonna go from bottom to top. We're gonna clear it out. And sure as shit, we did it. And it was one of the things.
We only lost one guy in the process.
But we took like 8 of them with us.
Nice.
You know what I mean? So like it's one of those things where it's in having that like it's just so engrossing and just it's just like and this like and it's like I feel like too like when I'm doing like singles or duos wherever it is and like we're in the money now, like we're getting because you don't always get XP or merit, they call it this one. You don't always get merit, but like when you're getting close to it, that's when you're just gonna lay in the weeds for a minute. All right, 2 more guys died. All right, I'm gonna go for it now. But man, it's great. I cannot believe how much I'm really enjoying this game.
Just hook up to my veins.
So tell us about your combat axe.
My
Masterful
combat axe
experience.
proficiency.
Yes.
So I've had 2 glorious experiences with the combat axe. The first one was
So wait, the combat axe is you throw it, and if you hit somebody, does it down them or does it automatically kill them?
depends on the game mode.
Depends on the game mode. Okay.
If it's a duos or quads, it downs them. If it's single player, it kills them. But yeah, it's basically a one hit down or kill. But the drawback is you can't have a weapon out while you're doing it because your arm's cocked back, and if you miss, you're wide open to get shot in the face. So yeah, it's high risk, high reward, which is fantastic. I had one game a week ago or something where like everyone on my team got wiped out, and I just went nuts. I ended up killing 7 people, 4 of them with the combat axe. And it was one of those things where like I knew there was guys in a building, so I'd like cock my arm back, walk past the window, and throw it, and just keep like sliding straight past the window. And I go back in and get my fucking combat axe back.
Just to give you like a frame of reference, the most kills I've had in a Blackout game is 5, and none of them were with an axe. I required a projectile to do that.
And then last night we were playing a game, and we had cleared out the campground area, which is a small area, and someone started shooting at us from up on a hill. So Myke, Vegas, and Andy they're like trying to pick their shots out, like slowly shooting back at the guy. And I just slowly start walking towards the hill, my arm cocked back. And I like a tree in front of me, I just chuck it up the hill and wait like 2 seconds, and I hear the thump, and his name pops up as he's down. I'm like, oh, I got him. You guys can stop shooting.
Amazing. Vegas said like he heard it. Vegas was like, "Did you just combat axe that guy?" I was like, "Yeah, I got him." Like, how far were you?
That's pretty awesome.
It was amazing.
We also had one night where there was a truck of people driving across the dam, and Andy shot the driver, and the truck just took a hard left and drove off the dam into the water.
I still haven't seen that video yet.
I have it.
Art. I still haven't seen that video yet.
Listen, I can play the game or I can edit videos. I'd rather play the game.
You should be watching videos like me.
Mike needs the film study.
It's so good. Like,
if I could pull those videos up on my computer, what do you think I'd do at work all day?
Amen. I was thinking about that. I was like, if I get the APK for the old remote play, for the old Sony remote play, maybe I can like get in there and like that's how dumb I am right now with that game.
That's just how much I hate my job. I'd rather start and watch video game footage.
Dude, it's a thing, man. Like I don't think it's even close in terms of the other battle royale modes, and like we haven't really done much zombies, and that's fun too. So I mean,
I did that once or twice. It's fun to play, but
Right.
I'd rather play Blackout.
And that's
That's last night. I jumped on it first, and there was 4 of you in a group, And I was like, fuck this. I'm going to go play solo Blackout because I'm not doing multiplayer. I've turned this game on to play Blackout, so I'm going to go play Blackout by myself.
I always do free-for-all when I'm waiting for them to like jump out of a game. I'm like, I'll do a free-for-all and just kill as much as I can. But yeah, man, it's really great. Like, I don't... I was worried about, other things too in terms of like the microtransactions. Like, yeah, they're there, but like I couldn't care less about a skin, and that's how they treat them. There's like skins and the spray tags and stuff and stuff like that. So it's not like it doesn't break the game at all.
And it's weird too because it's like the skins are. It's not like you get to create your own guy. It's like you take a pre-made character and you can put a different outfit on them.
Right. I guess we kind of Overwatch does too. Then I mean, that's the kind of thing that they do.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
But I mean, like. I don't know, I feel like the Call of Duty characters are just like generic war character.
Yeah, generic war character with a dog. Generic war character with a shield.
Generic war character, bald. Guy with a mohawk.
Okay,
Woman.
I know you didn't like the multiplayer, but I was doing a multiplayer, and I had Ajax. I just started using him, and he has a shield. And he has a shield you can put the gun through and shoot. Like when you're doing that, you're playing domination where you're trying to control a zone. And I jumped on B. I killed 6 people while I was on there and blocking the bullets. My kill streaks ran up twice in that one little thing.
Nice.
And like that was the end of that round. Like that was it. Like we won that and running that round.
Is that the thing you're talking about that you said they nerfed the thing
yes.
you had to do?
Yeah. So like 2 days later they nerfed like they had a big update, a huge update that changed a bunch of stuff. And they like the 2 things that Ajax has is that shield and like and a 9-bang, which is like a flashbang. And they reduced like the effectiveness of the flashbang. The reduced like the accuracy of the gun while you're through the shield. I'm like, damn it! Like all the things I was doing, you kicked some ass.
I gotta learn how to play this game again.
Yeah, I gotta find something else cheap to do.
Yeah.
I was like the most like grunty grunt of all time because I'm throwing like 9-bangs in there and coming with my automatic shotgun. It's just like zero skill whatsoever involved with this
Come
thing.
with your automatic shotgun and do the Trevor.
Yeah, hell yeah! I'm scoring points, so I could not care less. Be mad. So that's literally.
They would do the same thing to you.
Yeah,
so,
they've done that to me.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm still working on that strobe light too. I'm this close.
Fuck that strobe
The
light.
shotgun has a strobe light to it.
It blinds you. You can't see the person who has it.
And the circle stays where it is, so you think he's still there, but it's just like that, like when you look into a light and you get that like blind spot on there, that's what happens. So it's like he's over here shooting me now, but I'm still shooting him this way. That's where I think he is. So yeah, I'm 2 more levels away from that, so I'm very excited about that. That's what I'm doing. Like you guys are doing Blackout, I'm waiting to jump into a game. I was just trying to shotgun people.
Didn't they nerf the strobe light too?
The effective range is shorter now.
Just be closer.
Yeah, but still, before it was ridiculous. I'm like down the hallway, and I'm blind by something. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. But that's literally all I've been playing. So Art, what else have you been playing?
I played a little bit of Hitman 2.
Ooh, how do you feel?
Mixed.
Okay.
So I wrote down some thoughts, but I memorized them all. So the gameplay is still good. It's still a good-looking game. I ended up getting it on PlayStation because if you have the first game, you can play those levels in Hitman 2.
Oh, really?
Okay.
And I didn't know what would happen with Hitman 1 being in Game Pass on Xbox One.
Makes sense.
And they haven't lowered the price enough on that for me to buy it and just play it on Xbox. So I got it on PlayStation. Visually still looks good. Gameplay is still good and fun. I haven't like jumped super far into it. I just did like the first like intro level.
Yeah.
Which the way I ended up killing the person was kind of funny. It's like you go into this house, it's empty when you get there, and you're supposed to go around and find like a dossier or something or a computer. And so I found all that, but like in the process, as I'm walking through the house, I'm like, oh, I found this poison, and I found this poison. So I walked around just like poisoning glasses of shit like before anyone got there. And so they find like, and in the house there's like a hidden switch, and it opens a panic room. And as I'm, they show up, and I'm walking around like sneaking around the house, and I get the alert like, oh, someone died, and a guy drank out of one of the cups, and he died from the poison.
Was it your target?
No, but it was like the target's associate. So it's hard.
Okay.
So like I'm like, oh shit, they're looking for me now. So I'm like, I'm gonna hide in the panic room. The target comes sprinting up the stairs into the panic room. I'm like, oh shit! And I just punched her and snapped her neck on the ground.
Nice.
All that work, being like, ah.
Nice.
Which is funny because like behind me on the wall, there's like a katana and some other blades and stuff that I could have done something really interesting, but like she just came like blitzing through the door, and I had no time to do anything. I'm like, I don't want her to yell and alert people.
Like, now you said you can play the levels from the first game. Is the whole first game in the second game, or is it just like the environments from the first one and the second one?
I think you can do the first one. So it's basically the first game is in the second game.
Okay.
Also, so like it's the same levels, I think the same missions, but they have you can use like different weapons now, stuff that's in Hitman 2 that wasn't in Hitman 1.
Sure.
So things like that. I think it was just one of those things. It's like, hey, we're gonna make this available for people who had the old game.
Cool.
That's neat.
Some things in the game that bothered me so far, and it's one of those things like knowing that IO Interactive like has gone out on their own, and they have this.
Did they publish it too?
No, Warner Brothers published it.
Okay.
It was freaky because I started the game up and it started playing like the Warner Brothers like Batman like theme. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Hell yeah!
Wait a minute.
I will play that game.
Wait a minute.
Bat Hitman. So it's one of those. I'm trying to keep that in mind, but like the cutscenes are like the ones I've seen so far. It's like it's a still image, and the camera either like pans sideways or in and out, but like nobody's mouth moves.
Okay.
It's just still
That's
images, which is that's not the case in the last one. So I'm knowing that it's their only IP, I'm chalking it up to saving money to put towards actual gameplay production as opposed to cutscenes, which I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt here, which also ties into the next thing that it has to be like they just wanted to manage their resources. The advanced training, which is like really like go through a practice mission and do all the stuff, learn all the controls. It's the exact same one from the last game.
Yeah, probably. Well, it's like this is our first venture out, so like,
but like in that one, and that's where it like really throws you off. Like that one has the cutscene from the first game where the characters are walking and talking and their lips are moving and there's hand gestures. And it's because like I finished that intro mission. And it's like, do you want to do the next mission? You haven't completed the advanced training. I'm like, well, I haven't played Hitman in a solid 9 months to a year. Like let's do the advanced training. And it loaded up. I'm like, this is familiar. And I walk up the helipad whatever door, and I'm like, this is super familiar. And then it got to a cutscene where like there's two characters like 47's in a room talking, being interviewed by someone, and there's two characters like, do you think this is the right guy? Do you know about his background? I'm like, this is the exact same fucking thing from the last game. So it's one of those things like I'm choosing to believe that they did took I'll call it a shortcut there, and with the cutscenes to focus their energy on the environments and the gameplay and stuff. So far, like I said, the gameplay it's still good. I'm definitely go back to it when I'm not combat action people.
yeah. Well, I think if the game has enough new game in it, I think that kind of forgives those other things. I think in my mind it would be anyway.
Right, and I know they have a ton more weapons in this one. Obviously, they have this one. They release as a full game as opposed to episodic with the last one. So all 5 or 6 or whatever levels are all there from the start.
Does it feel like it's still gonna feel like episodic though?
It kind of is, yeah.
Okay.
Because even when it was episodic, it was like you had a cutscene and then the mission,
Right.
and then when you did the next one, there was a cutscene and the mission.
Yeah.
It was like story mission,
Yeah.
story mission, story mission, and it seems like it's going that same
Same
route.
road, yeah. Okay.
Which is fine because
Sure.
when I bought the game, I bought the whole thing all at once.
Yeah.
and I thought it was a fine game.
Yeah.
I would not have. I don't know if I could have done that episodic. I mean, there's enough. There was enough in the first one. If you're the type of person that likes to go through and complete all the challenges on a level and unlock all the different suits and weapons and stuff, there was enough there to keep you busy between episode releases. But I'll go through a level and try to do it 2 or 3 different ways. I'm not gonna knock off the whole list.
Right.
I have other things I want to do with my time,
sure.
like the next fucking level
Yeah.
or Combat X.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I'm not those like the reusing stuff. It's a slight letdown, but it's not gonna get me. I'm gonna go back and play the game. I still enjoy what I play. So
Nice.
unless I hit something that's like a total like game breaker, I mean, it's little stuff that I'm choosing to believe they did to focus on the meat of the game.
Nice. That's all I got.
That's it.
That's all I got. Steak. It's coming out next couple
You
weeks.
never only talk about one game.
I know. That's like why. Man, I'm just so glad I went and bought that game. Like honestly, 'cause I was so on the fence. Like I don't know, I'm gonna get it or not. And then I got that, and like now that I got an awesome deal, like I talked about last time. But man, I really enjoy Black Ops 4.
It's one of those things too where like all the Black Friday sales start coming out and it's like that's on sale at a bunch of places for like $45 and I was like part of me was like fuck if I would have waited I'm like no I wouldn't want to wait I've enjoyed my time with this.
Amen.
Okay, November 22nd, ATV Drift and Tricks for the Nintendo Switch. On November 27th, Darksiders 3
Ooh.
for PC, PS4, and Xbox One.
I hope it's good.
Totally forgot about that. Yeah, I hope so. That'd be definitely gonna wait for a sale on that. But I hope
It's like a throwback.
I hope it's fun.
know?
Exactly. It looks fun. Also on November 27th, Spin Tires Mud Runner American Wilds Edition for the Nintendo Switch. I don't know.
Whatever. I don't have enough energy for that.
What? I don't
not
care.
worth
I
it.
don't have enough energy for that.
November 28th, Artifact for PC, Mac, and Linux. That's the Dota 2 card game that everyone booed.
Because it's like Valve. Card game.
Aw. It's kind of like the same Diablo reaction there. November 29th, Parkitect for PC, Mac, and Linux.
Get it?
No. Explain it to me.
No.
Don't explain it to me.
And then on November 30th, sorry, I'm skipping over the Japanese ones on here.
Oh, come on. I want to hear you pronounce the Japanese ones.
Well, I can't pronounce it. It's not coming to the U.S. So, or at least not as of right now. November 30th, Ark Survival Evolved for the Nintendo Switch.
Oh, okay.
I was saying that game's been out for a while.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's like
Switch is
14
finally
different
getting
versions
that.
on the base model of the game.
December 4th, Just Cause 4 for PC, PS4, and Xbox One.
that is a game that's coming out.
It is.
Do you play Just Cause before?
I tried playing the third one for a bit.
Yeah.
It was a little too directionless for me.
Okay. It's too open.
Yeah, I mean, it was like
That's my problem with those games.
I completed a mission and like there was no other markers to
Yep.
activate another mission.
Oh.
Like it was just like you're in the world now. And I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? I wasn't listening to you when you were talking. I just wanted to get to the shooty, jumpy part.
Yeah. Also on December 4th, Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom for PC, Nintendo Switch, PS4, and Xbox One. Also on December 4th, Mutant Year Zero Road to Eden for PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Also on December 4th, Override Mech City Brawl for PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Also on December 4th, Persona 3 Dancing in Moonlight for PS4 and PlayStation Vita. Persona 4 Dancing All Night for PS4. And Persona 5 Dancing in Starlight for PS4 and PlayStation Vita.
What's Dancing at Midnight? I want to dance at midnight. I want to dance at midnight.
Oh, Dirty Dancing.
If you're a fan of Persona and rhythm games, you want these. Because the Persona 4 Dancing All Night was on the Vita couple years ago.
Right,
I played
that.
the shit out of that. The story mode was like 10 hours, like for the story mode.
For
which
a
was
rhythm
awesome.
game?
Yeah, which was awesome.
crazy.
You
And I
put
was-
more than 10 hours into Rock Band.
That's
With no story.
completely
Yeah,
different.
With no story.
I was
God, I
drunk
can't
the
even-
whole
I
time.
can't
That
even
is-
tell
You
Yeah.
were drunk like 85% of the time.
I was drunk a lot of the time.
Your brother's the only person who's ever played that game drunk all the time.
And always on easy.
And always 85% pantsless.
But 100% rocking his ass off the entire time.
That's all that matters.
In his mind, we see drunk Matt with his pants off playing the guitar. In his mind, he's Slash.
Yeah.
Of course. So, yeah, absolutely.
Oh my God.
Also on December 4th, Subnautica for PS4 and Xbox One. And also on December 4th, Thronebreaker, The Witcher Tales for PS4 and Xbox One.
It's like a Gwent expansion, I think.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then your don't forget your PlayStation Plus for November games. For PlayStation 4, you can download Bulletstorm Full Clip Edition and Yakuza Kiwami. For PlayStation 3, Jackbox Party Pack 2 and Arkido series. And for PlayStation Vita, which is also crossplay with the PS4, Burly Man at Sea and Roundabout.
I need to download and check out Bulletstorm so I can see what Gearbox is fucking around on instead of Borderlands 3.
It's okay.
They had a Duke Nukem
Did anything for you?
to Bulletstorm.
No.
I think that was like one of the biggest feature updates.
Yeah, because
Playing as
there was
Duke
a
Nukem.
PS3 game, right?
Gearbox
Yeah.
games. Oh, Bulletstorm. What the fuck?
You know Borderlands is next gen at this point.
Might as well.
You might as well. Like, there's no reason.
Yeah.
Well, we can get into that a little bit, too. And then your Xbox games with gold for November. For Xbox One, currently you can download Battlefield 1 until November 30th. Race the Sun from November 16th through December 15th. And then for Xbox 360, which is also playable on your Xbox One, go grab Dante's Inferno.
Yeah.
If you've never played that, it's very fucked up, but it's a great God of War clone.
Very nice.
It's awesome.
Extra.
It's time for the news.
Knows.
End of the news.
Oh, yeah.
3 things we'll talk about. First one, we'll get this one out of the way because it's figure less
Fresh.
widespread. No, the fresh one will be the last one. Oh. It's less widespread impact than the other two. I figure. So Sony recently sent out emails to all of us, and I think anyone in the Chicagoland area, announcing that they have to start collecting a amusement tax for the city of Chicago, because of some law or some shit.
I think it's very intriguing that there was a document that came out recently and talked about like the internet traffic throughout the United States.
Right.
And like PlayStation accounted for like 10% of all the internet traffic was downloads, and then a month later this tax happens.
Yeah. Yep.
Imagine that.
I mean,
they said in the article too, like Sony was working with Chicago on this, like too, which is wow.
I mean, but they're not getting that. I mean, Sony's not getting that. What is working with me?
That's the thing. I don't know why. Like they said, Sony collaborated with the city of Chicago on this like tax.
Right, but what does that mean though?
I don't know.
Mean,
I
like,
don't know the details.
Did they ask him like, "What are you asking for?" Like, all right, I guess we'll do that.
Because Sony's not going to reveal the details of that. Right. They don't want to.
Well, it's one of those things like so. You know, the amusement tax is anything that's fun in the city of Chicago getting taxed on. You want to go to a sporting event, tax, concert, tax, fucking theater tax,
ridiculous.
ESPN Zone tax, ESPN Zone, rest in peace.
Oh man.
Which welcome to Chicago tax. But it's interesting because all those other things you get taxed on, you have to go somewhere to do them.
Right.
This is something you're doing in the privacy of your own home that is not requiring any resources from the city of Chicago.
Doesn't Netflix and stuff like that have that same
yep,
tax?
Netflix and Spotify also in the city of Chicago.
So, and one of the things for the longest time, Amazon didn't charge sales tax unless there was a physical. They had a physical location in your state, which is part of the reason why Illinois was pushing Amazon so much to put distribution centers in Illinois. And now we have a bunch of distribution centers, and now we have to pay sales tax and everything. So I don't know if I'd like to know the ins and outs of like what the basis is for this tax being applied.
Yeah, exactly.
Ultimately, I kind of don't give a shit because I don't live in Chicago.
Sure. No, absolutely, but I think it's still super shitty.
And my advice would be to anyone who does live in the city of Chicago, find a friend, put their address as your address in the PlayStation system, and pay with PlayStation cards.
That's a good point.
Because then you don't have to put in a billing address.
Yep.
So yeah, if you want to work around that, that would be my recommendation for it.
That's a very good point.
I buy everything with PlayStation cards anyways at this point because I don't trust them to have my goddamn payment information.
Well, yeah, especially after the last
PayPal. It's all fine. No one's gonna hack PayPal. It's secure forever.
I don't know about that. Nothing's secure forever.
I know.
Although I will say, out of all, you know how like all these websites make you change your password like 50 times in a matter of like 2 weeks?
Yeah.
PayPal is the only place I still have the same password from when I first signed up. It's like
you should probably change that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But it's one of those things where it's like, wow, out of all the places. That is the only one, and actually, I've never had an issue.
Yeah.
That's the one place I've never had an issue.
Agreed.
It's just like shocking.
Agreed.
And the thing too is like with PayPal, I mean, kind of getting away from the point of this whole thing with PayPal. Like, anytime I've had an issue, like with something I bought on PayPal, super easy to resolve it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Their customer service is amazing.
Nice. Right. What else you got?
Steak, tell us about what happened to XO18.
XO18, Microsoft event, Mexico City.
Grass is green, the girls are pretty.
What?
Woo! Did you guys watch any of this?
No.
Okay. That's fine.
Why Mexico City?
I don't know.
Doesn't strike me as like a gaming hub.
I know. That's what they've done the past couple years.
Yeah, Monday Night Football.
They've had like a fan
No, they
fest.
had
They had Monday Night Football.
They have a soccer stadium with a shitty field.
Yeah. So, first of all, the attendees there were going batshit crazy the whole time. Like, it was insane. Like to the point where, like, developers are trying to talk about their game, and people are screaming over them. Like, at one point, one of the Japanese guys was like, "Okay, you guys, I got a lot to say. Just be quiet for a minute." Like,
in the politest Japanese way possible.
Absolutely.
Shut the fuck up.
He said it, and then the translator said it. Okay.
The translator's like,
yeah.
Okay, well, I won't say that.
Right.
Personally quiet.
Paraphrasing.
He said, "Shut the fuck up." But shh. Okay, so I'm just gonna run through some highlights. I don't go into great detail like I usually do with these. So first of all, they announced 16 brand new Game Pass games coming to Game Pass, which is pretty amazing. I've only highlighted a few here because a lot of them were smaller indie kind of titles, which is fine, which is actually great. But I've got a few of the bigger ones here. PUBG is now on.
No
Xbox
one cares about
Game Pass.
PUBG anymore. Blackout has 8.
Which makes sense because now their exclusivity is up.
Right, exactly. They're on.
It's been announced for
On December
PlayStation in
7th.
December.
Yep, December 7th. So cool. Very cool. Then they showed off a brand new game called Void Bastards.
I saw that.
It looks awesome.
Yeah.
It's from the co-creator of BioShock.
Okay.
It's a
Hello.
oh, now you have my attention.
Hello, Miss Lee.
It's a shooter/strategy game.
Okay.
So like the levels itself and everything is like a first-person shooter, and it's like this like Borderlands meets comic book style.
Which Borderlands is kind of comic
Yeah,
book style.
but a little bit more cartoony, like even so.
All right.
And then the strategy is weird. Like there's some like weird like pen and paper kind of strategy to it as well. But it looks interesting. Looks kind of cool. No release date, but it will be available on Game Pass on launch day, which is awesome. As we all know from E3, Microsoft bought Ninja Theory. Mm-hmm. So Hellblade is coming to Game Pass in December, which is amazing.
That was one of my Game of the Year candidates from last year. I think number 3, if memory serves. That's a great game. Go try it. Now it's part of Game Pass.
I'm super excited to finally give that a try.
It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah, and it's also getting a physical edition as well.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, so you can buy it physical if that's what you're into.
I might.
Then they also announced that Ori and the Blind Forest, of course, about time.
Right.
Figured that was only a matter of time.
Didn't they announce both of them?
And then Ori and Will of the Wisps. And that will be on, again, just 2019 release date for that, but it will be day launch on Game Pass as well. And then the only other...
I'm trying to pull a picture of this Void Bastard so you can see the art.
Oh, yeah, it's really cool.
I completely missed this.
And then...
Oh, nice. Oh, it's like cell shaded.
Yeah.
Looks like, what was it? Not Killer 7. There was like...
Well, Killer...
13. Remember that theme? 13 was like the XII? That's what it looks like.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, yes, that's exactly what it looks like. That was on GameCube? Yeah.
There's a video. I'm not going to play it.
Yeah, no, you
check
check it out, though. It looks cool. And then the only other, like, bigger title that I think failed, and I think that's why it's coming out on Game Pass, Agents of Mayhem. Is that from the Saints Row team?
Yeah, I saw it on clearance at Walmart for $4.
Yeah, that sounds about right. But everything else...
All they had to do was make that a game you can play co-op.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
If they made a game I can play co-op, I'm sure I could have talked to Andy and played that game.
So,
that was before Call of Duty.
So those were like the big titles that they announced. Like I said, there was a few. There's a lot of other indie titles, and some of them look pretty cool.
There's one that's called like Thief of Thieves or something like that.
That was on that day it came out.
That was cool.
Yeah, my our good listener, my buddy Foos, actually he jumped on that right away. He earned some achievements, but it said it popped up with a blank box, and he couldn't see what the achievements were. Like, so he's got achievement points in this game that don't exist right now.
Nice.
Like, which is weird. Yeah. So that's kind of an interesting thing. I don't know if they fixed that yet. I actually forgot to ask him. So, but he says it's kind of neat.
Yeah.
He's like, I mean, if you have Game Pass, go check it out. Why not? Like one of those kind of things. So then we got a new trailer for Crackdown 3 featuring Terry Crews, which was amazing.
I mean, that's the biggest selling point. Terry Crews is the biggest selling point of that game right now.
Oh my god, Terry Crews is the best. Like, if you guys did not see that trailer, please go watch it.
Okay.
Go watch it. Like, you will laugh your ass off. It's so good because Terry Crews is the best.
I was very disappointed he was in Deadpool 2 for such a short time.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I wish he was in there longer. But they announced February 15th, 2019.
Prove it.
Maybe.
Allegedly.
Same day as Game Pass, so it'll be launching on Game Pass same day. And then actually after the event, they did announce that that'll be the first game that we will be able to preload.
Okay.
So, and then when it hits midnight, you'll be able to play it.
Oh, that's cool.
So, like everyone's
About
been asking
time.
for that. So we're finally going to get that for Game Pass games
cool.
now, which
That's
is
good.
awesome. And Crackdown's going to be the first one to support that. So then they went in and was talking about explaining their Wrecking Zone.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, sure. It was just going to be their multiplayer mode, 5-on-5 teams, fully destructible, using the Azure cloud service.
I say so. What they promised from the get-go.
What they promised from the get-go is here, and I think that's what's taking, that's
they said
part
that.
of what's taking a
they
long
said
time
that.
is this. And what they showed off looks awesome. It actually looks really good.
It's one of those things where, fully destructible environment, Crackdown, it's 5 versus 5. It's going to be a fast-paced game.
Yes.
You have to cut down latency on that shit.
Yep.
You have multiplayer, it's going to be a fast-moving game, or you have the environment being destroyed. You have to make it so that shit gets up to the cloud fast and back down.
Yeah, right.
So everyone can see everything in real time.
Yep. And they said that the reason why too, like with this Azure cloud servers, it's to make it too. So like if you're playing on OG Xbox One or the S or the X, it's the same feel. Like
it takes
throughout.
the computing resources away from your local system,
which is genius. Like I'm really like before I was always like, okay, Crackdown was always a fun game, and it's just one of those things where it's like, all right, Crackdown 3, like what the hell?
Yeah, right.
I mean, it's when I was like, all right, I'm losing steam. Steam's been picked back up for me. Like I am fully ready to try this out day one.
Well, it's one of those things too where they announced it and they showed off all this fully destructible environment stuff, and they delayed it and delayed it and delayed it and delayed it and delayed it. And everyone's the general consensus would be this is not going to be the game they showed originally. So it's good to hear that they're still following through on this stuff. These grand promises they made when they first showed it.
Yep.
So often you hear this this type of timeline, and it's like No Man's Sky. We're gonna promise you the fucking universe, and we're gonna give you a piece of toast.
Yep. But I think, and I think also, part of this too is like the world was not ready for this yet. Because remember everyone at launch day was complaining about the online stuff because they needed online to make this cloud service work. Like they had to have the online.
Yeah, they're like, no,
and
the world's ready for this. We're going to delay it 4 years.
Well, I'm not saying that long, but
you know what? We got Crackdown 3. You guys ain't ready.
Ready for this shit.
But I think
we'll let you know when you're
I
ready.
think that honestly, like not this much of a delay, but I think it didn't help. Let's put it that way. And now but as of right now, the original Crackdown that was on the Xbox is free to download until November 30th. So if you have an Xbox, go grab the original Crackdown. It is fantastic. Such a great game. And it is X enhanced as well. Ooh. So if you have an X, it'll look even and play even better. They showed off a brand new trailer for Kingdom Hearts 3. Showed off the Woody the Pooh.
They have sound effects?
No. Still no sound effects.
Great. More trailers for Kingdom Hearts 3.
That's right. So they showed off Winnie the Pooh. They showed off some puzzle-like mini games that are going to be involved with the Winnie the Pooh series. I really like the art style that they chose for the Winnie the Pooh world. It looks really good.
When is that game allegedly being released?
January 29th.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. Yeah. I'm not disagreeing.
It's one of those things that's been pushed back so many times. When it's physically in your hands, then you'll believe it's out.
Agreed. So then actually that led into a little bit of talks about Final Fantasy, just reminding everyone that 7, 9,
that exists.
10, 10-2, and 12 are all coming in 2019 to Xbox One, and World of Final Fantasy Maximum just came out. And also they announced that Final Fantasy 13, 13-2, and Lightning Returns are all backwards compatible and X enhanced. Go check out the side-by-side screenshots from the 360 version to the X enhanced. It's insane. Like they did a ton of work on this game. Awesome. And then they also announced that Civilization Revolution, which was already backwards compatible for Xbox One from the 360, is now X enhanced. They went into Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves is getting an arena mode. Looks fun. Then they jumped into.
Is that still a thing?
It's
apparently
huge, actually.
Really?
Yeah. There's a ton of people playing it.
Ever talking about
There's
that.
a ton. If you look online, like through Twitch and stuff, there's a ton of people playing it.
I'm fact checking this.
Go for
I
it.
don't believe you.
That's fine. And then they jump into State of Decay 2.
Nope, Call of Duty. See? Call of Duty.
Those are my save games.
State of Decay 2. State of Decay 2 is getting a Zen Hunter update, which is going to add new weapons, gear, enemies, all that kind of good stuff. Then they showed off some more brand new stuff from Devil May Cry 5.
The Quiet Man's ahead of it.
I'm still looking.
We'll let you know.
Yeah. Keep
Let me know.
It's fine.
Let me know.
There goes Ocarina of Time.
It might have gone down recently. It was big for a while.
It came out.
There's Ocarina of Time again.
Where am I? Okay, so so Devil May Cry 5. They showed off a little bit more of that. They announced
It's number 91 in the U.S.
That's fine.
with 781 viewers.
The sea's only so big.
Yeah.
The Sea of the Thieves can only be so big.
they announced the Void mode, which is basically kind of like a training mode, where you can train the different powers and stuff and the combos and stuff like that. Game looks fantastic. Can't wait till March for that. Then we got into a little bit of Minecraft. Cats and pandas.
Finally.
Coming to Minecraft. They made this cute little video. It was awesome.
Minecraft's always had? Boats and hoes.
Yeah, it's true.
It's true.
Then they showed off the new challenge tomb for Shadow of the Tomb Raider that's coming out for DLC. I think it's out now. I think it's available now. Then they announced mouse and keyboard support for the Xbox One. 14 games are going to support it, including Fortnite. So that's pretty huge. I think that's actually live now.
They do have separate queues,
And they do
for
have second
controller and mouse and
So
keyboard.
they know. So that's fair, which is good.
Fuck Fortnite. Call of Duty, son.
Winter of Arcade is coming back.
Oh, really?
For Xbox, used to be Summer of
I was
Arcade.
on the Summer of Arcade.
But
What?
it's they're bringing it for Winter of Arcade, which is but they didn't
Did they announce the games?
they said they knew which games, but they weren't ready to announce them yet, which I thought was kind of odd and weird.
They don't know the games.
So yeah, probably not. So that was really odd though, the way they handled that. So I think it's supposed to start either in December or beginning of January. I can't remember. So
That
it's
was a
kind of
big
cool.
hit, yeah.
That's kind of a neat thing. Sure, and usually those are like some of their better indie games that they
like,
showed off.
That like is like that was like the jumping off point of like the mid-range games going away and indies like
Yes.
coming up
Yep.
into like
Yep.
not supremacy, but like coming up into the
Relevance.
world. Relevance.
Well,
Thank you.
Because Shadow Complex, that was
Shadow
one of those,
Complex,
wasn't that? Yeah.
Explosion Man,
Yeah.
Explosion Man,
Castle Crashers,
Braid.
I think. Braid, right? Yep. So that's great. I'm glad.
Braid.
I'm very curious to see
Fashion.
which games. Oh yeah, which games are going to have their.
Yeah,
so
for
that'll be cool.
I'm about to poke my Xbox back up.
Then we got into some Forza Horizon 4. New expansions coming called Fortune Island. So they just showed us some of that. And then the final big announcement, they have acquired 2 more studios.
Big deal.
The first one is NXL Entertainment, which is Bard's Tale 4.
So did you play a game with
Which,
them?
yep, we just had some footage.
Did you reach out and congratulate them?
I should have. I will
There's
do
still-
that.
there's still
We still
time.
can. Still can do that.
Do it tonight.
Yep, I'll do that. Well, hopefully they weren't upset with the fact that I just gave quick impressions and
Yeah.
not a review of the game.
It doesn't matter. I mean, you can be honest and still congratulate them.
Exactly. I will. So that's pretty exciting. I'm actually kind of curious to see if Bard's Tale 4 will actually come to Xbox now with that, because I might be more inclined to give it a run. And then the other studio they acquired, Obsidian, known for Fallout New Vegas and other RPGs,
Right.
which is huge. That's very interesting.
That is a very like kind of like flanking a piece of the market that they haven't really explored yet in like Xbox first party type of a world. So that was very intriguing.
I could see them bringing back not the game, but a version of Scalebound now that they have Obsidian.
They still have. Do they have the? I thought they didn't have the rights for that anymore.
Scalebound?
Yeah.
No?
I could be. I
Because I know they were working with Platinum Games on that, but I don't know if
think
was...
Platinum has the IP on that.
Do they have the IP on
I'm
that?
not
Okay.
100% sure on that, but
Because that was like my first thought. I was
Yeah,
like,
right.
I wonder if like now they have Obsidian, if they'll kind of jump ship onto a different developer. Like, again, not the same game, but like, hey, here was our vision.
Yeah.
What can you do with this kind of thing? But both of those, I mean, are pretty high RPG, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So Xbox has always been lacking in that department. So it's kind of exciting to see them get in that world. And man, then next gen, they're gonna hit the ground running this next gen.
whenever we had that talk about many
My
episodes
God.
ago when we talked about like what the next gen's gonna look like they're doubling down on all the things that we said, like, man, they're really getting ready, like they're doubling down on the services, they're doubling down on getting more first party support. They're really getting a lot.
Microsoft owns a trademark for Scalebound.
There you go.
Oh,
You're
there
right.
we go. So yeah, so that would
It could be, yeah, very much.
I could see them kind of bringing it back.
It has a big enough. I mean, we never saw a lot of that game, right?
No.
but it has enough of a
People
name
were
recognition.
excited.
Yeah,
yeah.
People were excited.
So I think if they were on stage for E3 this year, segue, if we brought it to E3 this year or like next
Savage.
year, and all of a sudden they become like, and then that comes up,
Yeah.
and then when they're one of their new studios, I think that would be a big deal for them. Speaking of E3,
that would be something.
Speaking of E3,
about an hour ago,
Microsoft will be there, so we might hear about that.
Savage. We'll see
Play-
you.
PlayStation has announced they are not going to be at E3 at all.
what do you guys think? So anyway, that means that they're not going to have their usual press conference, where they've been at every single one, all 24, 25 years.
24.
How long they've been, like E3's been around.
Isn't that kind of crazy?
They've
Like,
been
they're about to
around.
hit the 25th anniversary.
That's nuts.
And they bail.
Right. So like,
That's a little crazy.
so I mean, what were your guys' initial thoughts on that?
Well, my initial thought was, holy shit.
Yeah, me too.
Like, wow. Like I was very surprised. I was not expecting that.
As I thought about it more, it didn't surprise me as much. And I'll tell you why.
Tell me why.
So they canceled PSX
Right.
this year because they didn't have anything new really to show. They said
Right.
they didn't have enough to justify holding this event. I still don't think they have anything new to show. And I think, tinfoil hat time, I think they're holding back on stuff for the launch of PS5 because they're going to try to do what Nintendo did with the Switch and have something big every month for that first year.
Yep. Agree 100%.
And they're probably going to have a reveal event for PS5.
Oh, absolutely.
Somewhere
Well,
in that vicinity of that time frame.
well,
not like that weekend,
right.
that week. I think
because they've already said. I guess that Game Informer article already stated that they will not be anywhere near E3. Like they won't have
no EA Play
no
thing
EA
or something.
Play
Okay.
thing.
There will be a 2019 PSX.
Yeah, and that could be their thing.
Yeah.
And they could have
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Because the other perspective on this is they go to E3. They're at this event with everyone in the industry. E3 is turning into a fan event.
Yeah.
They're charging
Yeah.
admission. They're bringing fans in.
Yeah.
From their perspective, if we're going to do a fan event, why don't we do our fan event and bring our fans in, and we collect the ticket revenue, and we control the message, and we have the media attention all to ourselves for that weekend.
And I don't know if you've ever seen the floor layout of E3. Oh, you've been there.
I've been.
The layout of E3. How big the Sony booth
The
is.
Sony booth is
Well,
insane.
I-
Do you ever see the number of how much they charge per
I'm
the
sure.
square
I'm
foot
sure it's
of floor
insane.
space?
I'm sure it's insane. Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, it's one of those, it's super disappointing because
Right.
that takes away some of the juice from that whole event. There's still other things to be
Yes.
excited about. There's still a lot of other stuff
Oh,
going
sure.
on.
It's still gonna be great.
And
I
it's
mean,
still gonna be
it'll
fun.
still
And
be
we're
fine. Yeah.
I'm still gonna be refreshing IGN every once in a while.
Oh,
to hopefully get some new news and
absolutely.
things like that. But missing such a big part of it
Right.
it's a big deal.
It
sucks.
It's one of the three hardware manufacturers.
Right.
One of
Yeah.
the three platforms. You're not taking a publisher out of here. You're
Right.
taking one of the big three attractions for news out of E3.
and a big publisher for sure, and a big developer, and a bunch of and said who's gonna fill that? Is it who's
Xbox
gonna
is
fill
gonna buy
that
the
void?
space and just have a giant Xbox light up sign in that whole area.
Just make it look like a wasteland.
It's just Xbox is here with their
No, actually, I saw a few things. So after all this, came out, I saw a couple things online that I thought were very, very interesting.
Water.
So someone's claim is Last of Us 2, Death Stranding, and Ghost of Tsushima are all not coming out in 2019. Is kind of what this means now.
I don't.
And I kind of feel like that's the case.
I mean, it was kind of the theory all along.
But
Those
but
three.
the thing is after Days Gone though, that's it for
Right.
Sony first party right now. And Days Gone they keep messing around
Right.
with coming April now.
Rewind 2 years ago.
Yep.
What first party games came out for the PlayStation 4 in the holiday season and big huge tentpole games like we've had the last couple of years? It was a whole lot of nothing, right?
Oh,
there was
sure.
2
Oh, yeah,
years,
yeah.
2 years in a
Absolutely.
row.
No,
They
absolutely,
didn't
yeah.
didn't have a massive major first party title come out during the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
So they've had a bunch of stuff come out since then, right? But they came out in different times. So I can kind of buy that, like what you said, in terms of those things not coming out next year. But I don't know. It's
I think that's
so we had all these games come out. We saw some new games are going to be coming out in the future, and I feel like there's a big year and a half gap in between that. We don't know what's going to come out or what's going to happen, or nothing is solidified from the first party.
Do they need
publishers
to
of
release
games.
anything?
That's what I'm saying. I don't think they need to because again, we're talking about the end of a life cycle here, and
They
then
already have 90 million units out in the wild.
right.
Yeah.
So do we?
Yeah.
So do we want to have them put stuff out for the sake of putting stuff out, or do you want to have them or are they kind of course correcting on what we're talking about with what Microsoft is doing? The runway for Microsoft is clear as day, right?
Yeah.
I think
we
going
know
to the next generation.
Oh yeah, and that's going to start next year.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that we don't know is what the hardware is going to look like and what's going to be called at this
Right.
point. But I think we have a lot of their game plan put together.
Absolutely.
While Sony is foggy and gray space. We don't know what's going on with them. So maybe they're taking this time to course correct to figure out oh shit, Microsoft is ahead of us before this even comes out. Maybe that's what they're thinking is
Well,
we don't need to spend this money on a booth.
Sure.
We don't need to spend this money on the our own event from last year or from this year. We can spend that money towards figuring out what we're going to do for the PS5 and the ramp up to that.
Well, also after last year's E3, if you remember, they showed a couple new games. They showed
Right.
Ghost of Tsushima and whatever, Shadows died twice, whatever.
Just twice, Neo 2.
But outside of that, I mean, they got pretty negative feedback for showing the same games for like the third big event in a row.
Right.
Well, and also too, like that was just like.
And if that's all they have is more of those games, more of the games they announce next year, is it worth the negative press?
It's an interesting strategy, Cotton.
Let's see how it plays out.
But and that's the thing too that I was thinking about. It's like, okay, yeah, E3 was disappointing. Like just like in terms of like the way it was presented, the way it was done. Like it was
first
weird.
20 minutes.
Like the first 20 minutes,
Yeah.
everything was like everyone was like, okay, what the hell is
I was
going
like, even
on?
the people there, so they're
like,
going,
no
what the
one
fuck
knew
is
what the
this?
hell was going on. Like,
Now they're moving us.
oh, okay, yeah, that was really weird.
Yeah.
And then it got a little bit more normal after that. I was like, okay, this is okay now. But then look at PSX the year before that.
Oh, that was
We
that
didn't
was
give a
train
fuck.
wreck.
We got hammered. We didn't
We
care
were
at all.
shit-faced. I managed to fix OBS. It
Right.
was great.
We didn't give a shit.
I scored like 9 goals in a row playing hocky.
The best conference I've ever saw.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah.
I had an
I
awesome
saw
time.
a conference.
It was fantastic. But I think
I remember staring at the surface and seeing like window inception in OBS going, oh. Click. Fixed it.
so part of me thinks that this is also part of it's like, okay, we've lost our vision of like what we've
Yeah.
been doing, and like because like and that's also part of like I think a little bit of arrogance is like, hey, we've been dominating, like who cares? Look what Xbox is doing. Who cares what Nintendo's
Right.
doing? We're fucking dominating. Well, now other people are making moves and starting to catch up, and now Sony's like, I think. I'm not saying they're hitting the panic button,
Yeah.
but I think their fingers getting a little bit closer to that.
Well-
so now I think that's part of this too. Is like, okay, we're getting PS3 Sony back a little bit, which is like, okay,
Yeah.
they need to start like, and maybe this is what they need to do to avoid PS3 Sony again, like,
and
hopefully,
changing the course of a company isn't like making a left turn in your car.
Sure.
Like you're turning a whole freight liner trying to get this thing
Also,
to turn.
changing the course of a company, they have a new CEO.
Yeah, that's true too. That's a good point.
Yep.
So this could be, yes, changing the course of a company because you have a new person at the top going, we got all this stuff and
Yeah.
it's all wrong. We gotta reset here.
I don't know. I'm very curious to see what's going to happen.
My other
next
thought
year.
on
I'm
this
really curious.
is Microsoft has a wide open shot at the net with like 3 seconds left. They can either just blow everyone away and knock this out of the park, or if they, like in the way video games are now, if they just deliver an okay presentation, it's fucking terrible for them.
I have a feeling they are going to go all
They
out
have to.
this year.
Right.
Because, I mean, in the fact that, like I said, you guys have Facebook. So, Xbox on Facebook has posted, we'll see you all at E3 2019 with, like, a little praise,
Yeah.
praise thing. It's like, okay.
Instead of praising, they should have had a middle finger there.
Well, yeah, that would be great. Yeah.
That's a corporate middle finger.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
This is for the Shuhei game sharing video.
Yeah, right, yeah. I think, personally, that was like, obviously this was not from Phil Spencer, but I think Phil Spencer is going, oh my God, here we go. We're going, this is our chance.
Right.
Like, Phil's has been a very smart man since he's taken over. Xbox has gotten almost back to where they were 360 era. They are going to take over this E3. Fall 2019 is the next generation starting with Xbox, and they're just going to hit the ground running. And PlayStation's not going to launch till 2020. Like, that's kind of my feeling now with what's going on.
I think Art's point of like, I think the next two pivotal moments are going to happen probably within a few months of each other for Xbox, right? I think they're going to show their system, and then they're going to have the E3 conference, and they could have like now that Sony's not going to be there, Microsoft can be like, I want the last slot.
I'll say yeah.
I want
they can do whatever they want.
If I'm
Yeah.
Microsoft, I want the Monday night slot.
So they get the
that.
last big media blast. They have all of it on there.
The last big slot. They get prime time. Everyone's off work.
Right.
Everyone's home.
3 hours.
They can have all eyes on them.
3 hours.
So I'm saying like they're gonna have.
You don't want to bore people into a coma.
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna show a new console, and then they're gonna have a big spotlight. And like if they hit those two things, forget it, man.
And Ninja Theory, they've been working on this. Guess what?
That's what I'm saying.
Launch date. And this launch
That's what I'm
date.
saying.
They need to sit there and go, hey, if they're gonna go just push all in on this, they need to go. Hey, here's our new platform. Here's what Ninja Theory is working on. Here's
Ninja
what
Gaiden 4 launch day.
here's what we got Obsidian doing. Here's what we got all these studios we bought up doing.
All the back compatibility stuff is they're going to pass right over.
Right.
Anything you bought digitally on Xbox One, carry it on over.
It's all
so
working.
like they
all
have
working. Your controllers all working. Everything.
They are primed to like just
absolutely.
destroy the competition at this
Absolutely.
point.
Like I said,
excited.
open net.
Oh, I'm so excited.
100%.
All they got to do is dunk it, and if they go for the layup and they miss, that could be really bad for them.
Right. That's it, right?
That's it.
All right. So, at time of this launch episode, we are 2 days away from Black Friday. So, third annual
Yeah.
Yes.
Black Friday sales extravaganza. So, I always go through and make it. I know.
Yeah, I make my list.
Yeah.
Get my pen out.
So get your pen and paper
How
out,
much money
everybody.
am I spending?
So we'll go through a lot here, but I want to
How
talk.
many games do I have Mike picking up for me?
I'll be out.
Well, yeah, I
I'll
was
be
gonna
with
say,
you people
yeah,
out there
yeah.
when you're out there.
Throw some elbows. No mercy. Every man for himself.
Actually, find Mike if you're looking for like a Switch or something, because he'll be wherever he is.
You want the
it'll
NES
be
Classic?
There.
What do you want?
It'll
I
all
got
be
you.
there. Yeah.
What's the hot button hard to find video game item? Michael, see 10 of them.
Yeah, like I'm like a magnet for that stuff. Like I could even I even found like the Super Mario cereal when no one could find it.
Oh, it's so awesome.
So let's talk about what's not on the list first of all. All right. First off, Amazon, they're always like day of, and they're terrible to find, and they basically just match a bunch of the best prices for the stuff anyway. So Amazon not on here. GameStop,
Amazon, good to keep in mind if you miss out on any of these sales.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
Amazon is they're great for that kind of stuff. Unless you need it that day, you can get it 2 days later
Yeah.
because you should have Prime.
Right.
Because you should have Prime. That's it. So yeah, that PSN not on here because it's again they don't really have much on there like pre Black Friday. They kind of just have like a massive blast like that week. And
It's coming.
It's a full. It's a full week. They usually do like a full week of sales.
They usually do that the whole week.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, that actually might be live by the time this actually
Oh,
airs.
it definitely will.
Talk about Amazon. Talk about that.
It isn't.
GameStop not up yet. They had a 2-page flyer front and back.
Which was which starts on Sunday though.
Right.
Like be like so like it's already live now
Right.
for like the whole week, which I thought was kind of interesting because there's some good stuff on there.
There's some good stuff
really
on there.
Cheap.
And
Overwatch was $15.
There's some decent stuff on there for sure. So like that's the thing that there might be more on that too. So those things aren't on this list.
Watch our Facebook. Michael post stuff.
I will. See the Twitter.
And Twitter, especially
I'll
Twitter.
Get out, yeah.
Mike's been all over Twitter lately.
Hello,
Getting in
friends.
arguments.
Dude, I'm still getting play on that.
Everyone, just in case you didn't know, blackface is never okay.
I got into a beef with some girl, and she was like, I was like, I was like, when engaged, like every once in a while, I'll look at like their Twitter feed.
Oh, yeah.
And she literally
Who
hates.
am I talking to?
She hates everything, but was totally okay with blackface. So I was like, all right, I'm ejecting from this conversation.
I'm done.
I'm out of here.
Get in the escape pod.
Oh my god, dude, that was comical. And I'm still getting like likes and stuff like that from that was like a week ago, and I'm still getting like crazy.
You know,
stuff from
I'm
that.
just glad I don't have not blackface lady, but the other mongoloid's picture popping up on my fucking notifications.
Well, that guy still makes no sense. Like my list is better. To you.
Yes,
It's a better list to you.
for you, and if licensing isn't a concern,
And I said some of the greatest games
on the
are
Black Friday.
And I said some of the greatest games are on this list. Not all of these are the greatest games of all time on this list.
Final Thoughts is going to touch on that. So
Okay, good. All right, let me continue then. All right, but first, before I get into like the brick and mortar stuff,
You're gonna touch on blackface?
No.
let's
Okay.
No, we're not going to talk about that. Xbox Marketplace, they put up their sales already. I think they're already active.
Yes.
And you can already get
Gold
these
members.
Gold members, yes.
are
Gold members are active, and
By-
they're going to be.
By the time this launches, though, it may
I think
be for
everybody is.
everyone.
So yeah, they have a couple days early. So they have 500 games.
Tell us about all of them.
No, but I'm going to go over some of the highlights just so you guys kind of get a feel for like where they're at. So let's jump right into it. So they have Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Again, this is all digital downloads. So $47.99. They have Red Dead Redemption 2, the special edition, down from 80 to $71.99. They have a bunch of games that are half off. So I'm just going to list a bunch of them: FIFA 19, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, NBA 2K19, Madden 19, WWE 2K19, Far Cry 5.
Was one of those you scrolled past DayZ?
Yes.
Yeah.
All
I
those,
didn't realize that was still a thing.
yeah, all those games go from 60 down to 30. Rainbow Six Siege Advanced Edition is only $18. That's a really good
That
deal.
is dirt cheap.
Tip: if you're buying Rainbow Six Siege, do not buy the starter edition. You have to play longer to unlock anything. So buy any other edition, not the
So buy
starter
that
edition.
Advanced Edition for $18. Is what he's saying.
Shadow of War Definitive Edition is going to be down to $24. Cuphead's going to be $16. Forza Horizon 4 Standard Edition is going to be $39.
Holy cow. Lego DC Supervillains is going to be $30.
Yeah, $30. That's
That
not one
came
half.
out.
Yeah, that one just came out.
Jesus.
The Crew 2 is going to be $25.
Ooh.
Overwatch is going to be the Legendary Edition is going to be $19.80, which is weird.
Yeah, that is
67%. I guess it's 2/3 off. I guess.
They should add 2 more percent to that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna say this too. Like some of the stuff is on Game Pass, so
Yes.
do that analysis if it makes sense.
Yep.
Just to get
Do your
Game Pass.
research.
Yeah, do a little research here because we have PUBG on here for $18. But it's also gonna be in there.
Keep an eye out. At some point, they're probably gonna do a sale on Game Pass.
Yeah, for sure. Monster Hunter World.
I think last year I stocked up like 2 years worth of Game Pass for
yeah.
$60.
Yeah.
Nice. Monster Hunter World is $25.
nice.
Witcher 3, the complete edition is $20.
Nice.
The Evil Within 2 is gonna be $15. Let's see what else is decent here. What are you talking about? Odyssey has like 12 different versions.
All
They're
the
all on
versions
sale.
are on sale.
Same
All
thing
of
with
them.
Origins.
Tell us what you think about the 12 different versions.
Bastion's gonna be $375.
Oh my god.
Go. That's a great game. Go check it
Steal
out.
for $4.
Did you ever get Odyssey?
Not yet. I was waiting for Black Friday.
Okay.
We'll be talking about it.
Yep.
The Arkham Knight Premium Edition is only $10. The
my God.
Batman Return to Arkham, which is Arkham City and Arkham Asylum together, is only $5.
$5.
God damn it.
Jesus,
Why'd
I'm
I pay
gonna buy
$7
that.
for that on
I'm
PlayStation
gonna
a
buy
few
it
weeks
for
ago?
$5.
Burnout Paradise Remastered is only
Oh,
going to
wow.
be $8.
Oh my god.
I'm
I'm gonna spend so much, but get so much.
Crash Trilogy is $26. That's
No, it's still
decent.
too much.
Dark Souls 2 is $10. 3 is $20. Dead Cells, which is a kind of a game of the year candidate from a lot of people, is only $20. That goes down from 25 to 20.
Ooh, Dead or Alive 5 last round with it looks like it says full game, so I wonder if that's everything. All the season passes for 20.
Dude, there's like
There's
$5 bajillion
That's what I'm
worth
saying.
of DLC.
That's what I'm saying. I wonder if that's everything for $20.
I
That's
doubt it.
insane.
I think Diablo 3 Eternal Collection is only gonna be $20. They have all the Dishonored stuff's all on sale, like some crazy cheap stuff on there.
Oh my god, look at this. This is crazy.
They have a
Look at
2-pack of
everything.
Doom and Wolfenstein 2 for $26.40.
Steal.
I think it's about
Dragon
it.
Ball Fighters. Oh, why would it load?
I'm out of
No!
page. That was about the end of the page anyway. But that's
Mike's
gives you,
out of internet.
Yeah, that gives you a decent taste of Xbox Live. They have a ton.
Yeah, they got a
a ton.
bunch.
That's all already on their website. If you want to get the full list, go ahead and go there. They tell you everything they've had off and all that good stuff.
Cool.
So let's get into this spreadsheet. Let's talk. Come on, spreadsheet, you can do it. No, it's all good. So let's talk consoles first. The PS4 Slim has the Spider-Man bundle in it, so it comes with Spider-Man. It's gonna be $200 pretty much everywhere, like Walmart, Best
Yep.
Buy, Target, pretty much everywhere. There are 2 PSVR bundles as well. One of them is with the Creed, the VR boxing game, and Super Hot VR, which is awesome.
Yes.
That's $250 at both Best Buy and Target. I think that was it. There's also another one that has a VR system with Astrobot and Moss.
Which
That's
are
all
amazing games as well.
Walmart, Best Buy, and I think Meijer. Meijer have it for $200.
If you want VR, get that bundle for
Yeah,
$200.
that's-
You're oh my god, like Moss and Astrobot are amazing.
Like so many times I've seen like sales on PSVR recently. That's one of those things like that's a great deal. But I just have this itching feeling in the back of my head. They're getting ready to release version 2 of that.
I know.
It's been long
I
enough.
know.
All right, going into
Or do I
Microsoft.
wait for the next generation?
Microsoft One S. There's a bunch of them. They're going to be like $230 for that system. There's a Minecraft bundle for the 1 terabyte system. It's going to be $200 in a ton of places. Again, these are all kind of universal across all of them.
Yeah.
The Xbox One X is going to be down to $400 at Walmart. I think Kohl's didn't have it for that one, but like Kohl's like just throwing like Kohl's cash at people.
Oh,
like,
it's
buy the
always,
systems there.
always, yeah.
It's like they have one. The Xbox One X with the PUBG bundle is $400 at Kohl's. You also get $120 in Kohl's cash. Those are the
So
best.
buy
ones for
yourself
that.
some chinos.
Yeah. Switch is pretty much all the same price everywhere, but there is a $300 bundle, which is the price of the system, and you get Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I think was the
Yep.
official name,
Yes.
for free.
Yep.
So that's a and
Best game on the Switch.
we don't have time for that. We don't have time for that conversation right now. Let's talk about accessories. There's not a ton to talk about. PlayStation 4 and Xbox One controllers are going to be $40 everywhere. You can go to the lemonade stand in the corner. It's going to be $40 because they're the same price everywhere. Xbox Live Gold has a few deals here and there, but nothing really special. There's only one place where you can get Joy-Cons on sale on Black Friday, and that's going to be Meyer. Meyer is the hidden gem of Black Friday this year, ladies and gentlemen.
Is.
On top of just this stuff, there's a lot of really cool stuff in their ad.
And you get some groceries.
Yeah.
Get a carton of milk while you're out.
I think that's
Or
it.
if you like me and go at like
Some
2 in the
booze.
morning. Go 2 in the morning and buy a frozen pumpkin pie.
There you go.
That's right. Meyer's got a great booze section, by the way.
They do. They really do.
And great prices,
Yeah.
too.
No Game Pass stuff here. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
nothing yet. We'll
PS Plus at Best Buy is going to be $40. That's $20 off. That's about it for that. All right, let's get into the games.
Woo woo!
I need
Oh my god. It's so tiny.
It's tiny. All right, I'm gonna again. So this year, usually the one I end up using, I can edit. This one I can't edit, so I'm gonna have to edit on the fly. So hopefully I get all the ones you guys care about.
Hot route.
And if I might shout some out. If you guys care, let me know. Do you still care about 1-2 Switch? It's $35 at Meyer.
Still too much.
Meyer.
I was looking for a sale on that because
Yeah.
we had a Switch for my work.
Yeah.
But we have no fucking games for it. So I'm like, oh, maybe grab some cheap ones on Black Friday. I was hoping that was gonna be like $20 because hey, everyone on the team can play it and it can be fun and have a good laugh and it's too much.
Not so much.
Too Boku.
Speaking of Meyer, still they're doing a buy one get one free game on a bunch of games are under $20. They have like a value section in their game section. All those games are buy one get one free.
Nice.
So it's basically you get two games for $20. Some of them are decent. They have like I know Battlefield 1 right now is free.
Right.
But that's on there. I think Deadpool is on there. Fallout 4 is on there. Lego Avengers are on there. I mean, it's stuff like that. Stuff that's been out for the last couple of years. But again, if you're there and it makes sense for you to go get it, go grab it. Right. All right. So let's get into the meat and potatoes here. ARMS. $35 at Walmart. That's going to be the best deal and the only place it's on sale. All right. Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
All right. Tell me.
Best Buy, $30.
Fuck.
Nate, no.
You say fuck like you're upset that that's the price.
That's a good price.
It is. I was expecting 30, but who has it? Best Buy? Because I
Best
saw
Buy.
a lot of people don't have it for
Best
30.
Buy.
35. It's 35 pretty much everywhere else. Best
Do
Buy
we
is
know
best for 30.
is Best Buy? I think last year they didn't let you do Gamers Club Unlocked on
They do
Black
not.
Friday.
They
They have doing it for the last couple of years.
But I wonder about this year though, because technically it doesn't exist anymore.
I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it.
Give us our last hurrah! Come on.
I think I checked my subscription status now. I think I'm good till like 2020.
I'm good till March of 2020. I'm so excited
I didn't get it in
about
time.
that.
I'm good until like the middle of next year. I
Well, let me
think.
know because the limit's like 5 on each game.
I'll let you
so
know.
yeah,
just give them Steak's phone number.
yeah.
I'm going all digital now. Arkham Knight, $12 at Walmart. Bayonetta 2, $40 at Best Buy. Anyone care about Big Buck Hunter Arcade?
No.
All right.
Not unless it's the actual arcade machine.
Sorry. Borderlands: The Handsome Collection is gonna be $12 at Walmart. That's a lot of games. $12.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what I was gonna say.
There's also Burnout Paradise Remastered is only $10 at Best Buy. That's a really good deal.
That's good.
Do you care about old Call of Duties? Or should I just go right to the new
No.
one?
Any decent prices on the remaster of Modern Warfare?
How does $15 sound at Best Buy?
It's tempting.
It's still pricey, man. That came out like 2 years ago.
Tempting.
Is this? It's okay.
It's a really good game,
All right, Black Ops 4. The best deal for that looks like it's gonna be $40 at both Walmart and Meijer, which is still pretty decent.
That's not bad though.
Let's see here. Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. Best deal? Meijer, $20.
Wow.
Yeah,
I've never
what
seen it
plat-
that low. That's good.
What platform?
All of them.
Okay.
All
Yeah,
of them.
yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
yeah. I should say that. If I'm not like specifying, I don't think there's any like differences between platform to platform, but
Yeah, I don't think
I know
so.
sometimes
I know
like,
Switch came out later, so
Right,
I didn't know if the
right,
price would be
yeah.
higher.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
No,
that's
it says
that's
Switch
awesome,
for
though.
it says Switch for $20. I'm not putting Destiny 2 in there because they're giving away that for free everywhere. Detroit Become Human. It's gonna be $20 at Best Buy.
So glad I got that on the pro day.
Diablo 3, not the Switch version. It's not even on here at all. It's just for the
Yeah,
Xbox and
that makes
PS4.
sense.
$17. That's the Eternal Collection, which is everything, I assume, right?
Yes.
No,
No, it's on everything actually. It doesn't include the Necromancer DLC, I believe.
Okay.
I'm almost. I could be wrong, but I don't think it does.
Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze for the Switch, $35 at Walmart. That's a good deal. Doom, $12 if you somehow still have not bought that game. Dragon Ball FighterZ for all systems, including. Oh no, I take it back. PS4 and Xbox One are $17. Switch is $25.
Where?
Walmart. Thank you for correcting mine.
Thank you.
What game is that?
Dragon Ball FighterZ. Dragon Quest 11 at Best Buy will be $30.
Buy it.
What he said. Fallout 4 Game of the Year Edition is $25 at Best Buy.
Again, a lot of game for that money.
Far Cry 5, $20 Best Buy.
Wow.
That's a really good deal
Wow,
and a
that's
really
really
fun
good.
game.
Even though I had my issues at the end of that game, that's a solid
We still
deal.
never talked about that. Final Fantasy 15 Royal Edition, $20 Best Buy. Does
Do it.
that including the DLC that they
Yeah.
canceled? Maybe that's why it's $20.
Well, no, it doesn't, because there's only actually one DLC.
Oh, really?
That's coming out now. They canceled 3 out of the 4 of the
Is that
episodes.
included with the Royal Edition though?
No, the one is not.
Okay.
This is all the other episodes that came out already.
They had like a second
They had-
season of them that they were going to do,
That was
right?
going to be like the second season,
Okay.
but it includes all the episodes from the first season though.
Gotcha. Farming Simulator on the Switch is $15 in case you like to farm. For Honor, $30, which is like their Super Primo Edition. $30 at Best Buy. Forza Horizon 4, $30 Best Buy.
It's only been out
If
for
you,
like a
don't have
month.
if you don't have Game Pass, there you go.
All right, here's the biggest deal. God of War, Meyer, $20.
Holy
Wow.
shit!
Go get it.
That's crazy. Only $20.
$20.
That's
GTA 5 is going to be $20.
You'll still sell a shit ton.
Yes, sir. Hitman Definitive Edition, $20 at Best Buy. That GTA was also at Best Buy. They have a whole massive amount of games that are only $20, by
Yeah.
the way. Also, Injustice 2 Legendary Edition is $20 at Best Buy.
Oh wow.
Just Cause 3 is $12 at Walmart.
Careful with that one.
Yeah. Kingdom Come Deliverance, $20 at Best Buy.
Just to be clear, the only reason I said careful with Just Cause is because the problems with that game when it first launched was that it basically chokes your system with
Oh, that's not
resources.
Did they fix that though?
I don't know.
I think they fixed.
I know the
Xbox
whole reason I
one.
got it for PC was because I wanted to see exactly how bad it was
Yeah.
on my beefy computer. Still like quite a
Still
bit of
beefy.
resources.
Yeah.
LA Noire for PS4 and Xbox One. The remake is only $15. For the Switch is $20.
It's a good price if you.
Yeah, it is.
That's-
That's a really good price.
I know it's a kind of a divisive game, but I always really liked it.
Yeah.
I like it until like I said before. There's a part where you go from like reasonable, incredibly difficult
Yep.
Yeah.
cases,
Oh, yeah.
and that's
Yep.
both times I've played. That's where I've dropped off.
Lego DC Supervillains is $30 in a bunch of places: Best Buy, Target, Meijer.
That just came out. That's incredible.
And that includes like the Switch version too. Is also the same price. Jurassic World Lego is also $12 at Walmart if that's your thing. Madden 19, $30 almost
$30
everywhere.
pretty much
Yeah,
everywhere,
Walmart,
yeah.
Best Buy. Mega Man X Legacy Collection for the Switch is only gonna be $25 at Best Buy.
Wow.
Metal Gear Survive is $20.
Too much. Way too much.
I'm trolling. Shadow of War Definitive Edition is gonna be $20 at Best Buy. If MLB 18 the show, if you're still want to, is $17 at Walmart.
It's a good price for that game.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Monster Hunter World is going to be $17 at Walmart.
Wow.
It's a big
If
game.
you've not gotten that yet, $17. That's insane.
Yeah.
Like, go get that.
They just re-released the Aloy
Yep.
Oh, really?
DLC for that. Yeah.
You-
I don't know if it's a limited time thing again.
Right.
I think this one isn't because it was limited time when it
Right.
when it first came out. So now I think this is for everyone else who didn't get it when it was limited.
Gotcha. Mutant Football League Dynasty Edition is gonna be $20 at Best Buy. NASCAR Heat, anybody? No? All right.
No.
NBA 2K19 is going to be $30 at Walmart. Actually, it's pretty much $30 everywhere.
That sounds right.
Except for the Switch, it's gonna be $35 at Walmart.
That's so stupid.
NHL 19, $35 at all Walmart, Target, and Meijer. Near Automata, $20, Best Buy. Check it out.
Do it.
Overcooked 2, $20, Best Buy. Overwatch Legendary Edition Holiday. I don't know what any of that means. Is $30 at Best Buy.
You might get like a code for some holiday packs
Yeah.
or something.
And the Overwatch Origins Edition, $15 at Target. That's crazy. Persona 5,
That's what I'm looking at.
$25, Best Buy.
Woo!
It's a good one.
That's really good. Damn, that's so cheap.
Rainbow Six Siege, which it looks like the regular edition, is $17 at Walmart. If you follow Art's advice,
Regular
it's not
edition's
good.
fine. If it says starter on it, throw it into a fucking fire.
The advanced edition is $25 at Best Buy. All right, Red Dead Redemption Game of the Year edition, that's the old one, is $12. It's not. Oh, sorry, it's $10 at Best Buy. Now Red Dead Redemption 2.
I'm guessing that's Xbox.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Red Dead Redemption 2. If you were waiting for Black Friday for a sale, you're out of luck. Walmart, they have a steelbook for $60, and for Best Buy, you get a collapsible cup.
Woo!
For some reason.
I knew that was not going to be on sale.
No, God,
Yeah,
no.
it
God,
just
no.
came out.
But even that, it's Rockstar.
Yeah, they don't do it anymore.
Rockstar doesn't do sales until it's been on the market for at least 5 years.
At least. And even then, it's only going to be down to $40.
Resident Evil 7 Gold Edition, $17, Walmart.
Wow.
That's really good.
Grab that.
Resident Evil Biohazard. I'm assuming this is the Resident Evil 1 and 0 remake. Is $12 at Walmart.
Oh, wow.
Rocket League, $17 at Walmart for everything. Don't care about that. Sea of Thieves is with Game Pass. Don't buy it separately. Shadow of the Tomb Raider, another good sale. There's $30 like everywhere.
Yeah.
Best Buy, Target, Meijer, they all have it for $30.
I haven't jumped into that yet, but get that.
Yes, it looks like
For
a
that
good one.
For that cheap.
Soul Calibur 6, $35. Walmart, Target, Meijer.
Get it.
That's an old one. Spyro Reignited Trilogy, $30 at Meijer. Again, another one just came out.
Yeah.
What was the retail price on that?
40.
Yeah.
That's still $10 off, though.
Yeah, it just came out this week.
Yeah.
There
Last
is
week, if you're listening to
Star Wars Battlefront 2 is going to be $8 at Best Buy. Starlink is going to be $35 at Best Buy for all platforms, including the Switch. CDK, no.
I was going to sell it so fast.
I think so too. Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Edition is $20 at Best Buy for the Xbox and PlayStation version, $25 for the Switch.
Such crap.
It's a cartridge, dude. What are you going to do?
No!
It's
Regular retail is the same price.
I know.
That makes no sense.
I know. I'm not.
people are more likely to buy.
I would agree if the retail price was different, then okay, but
People are more likely to buy a Switch for the holidays. They figure.
I
It's
guess.
newer.
The Banner Saga Trilogy is $20. The Crew 2 is $20, both at Best Buy. Skyrim is $35 at Walmart for the Switch. The special edition for Skyrim on PS4 and Xbox is $15 at Target. The VR is also on sale for $30 at Best Buy. I think that's usually $60, right?
That is, yeah.
Evil
They've never gone
Within,
on sale.
yeah, Evil Within 2 is $15 at Target.
That's a steal.
Oh, those are 3DS games. Sims 4 is going to be $20 at Best Buy for all the platforms it's on. UFC 3 is going to be $17 at Walmart. Undertale, $25 at Best Buy for the Switch. Again, is it Vampire? I still don't know.
Vampire.
Okay, cool. $30, Best Buy. Watch Dogs 2 is only going to be $15 at Best Buy. We Happy Few is going to be $35 at both Walmart and Target. You want to get the 2-pack of Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy for your Switch, only $20 at Best
Do
Buy.
it. That's so much fun.
Yeah. Wolfenstein 2, $15 at Target.
Do it if you
Do
haven't
it.
yet.
It's such a good game.
WWE 2K19 is going to be $29 at everywhere. Xenoblade
much.
Chronicles 2 is $35 at Walmart.
Oh my god, grab that.
And last but not least, Zone of the Enders, the second runner Mars, $20.
Wow.
Best Buy. So what did you save? What do you have on there? I'm sorry.
All right, so I wrote down Odyssey.
Yeah.
Best Buy $30. That's,
Dude, and
and I knew that was going to be the case.
And I know
it always is.
I know you weren't super happy about all the different versions too, but those are all on sale too in some way, shape, or
yeah,
form too. So.
Yeah, so I might just we'll see. I mean, at least the regular edition's 30, and then I think I might just grab that because like with Origins, like I still have to beat the main game. Like I got the gold edition, but I still have to beat the main game and then all the expansion shit.
Right.
So I think I might just get the 30 because eventually, because season passes go on sale all the time now,
Yeah.
so I can always grab a season pass down the line.
But I mean, here's coming. Well, keep going. I'm sorry. Keep it. What else you got on there?
I don't know if I'll grab this one, but I put Crash down for 20 from Meijer because
bad.
that's an insane deal. That's a really good deal. And then I did write down Dragon Ball Fighters for 17. Like that's crazy for $17. Like I've had my I'm not a huge Dragon Ball fan, but that game just looks fun.
Right.
And for $17, that's tempting. That's very tempting. Of course, I wrote down Far Cry 5 for 20.
Dude,
that's insane.
crazy.
That's an insane
That game
deal.
is so good too.
And again, like that thing, like I mean, you guys got it. Like I mean, the season pass is it really worth it?
I didn't get the season pass.
Like
There
any of
was-
that stuff they added.
of the 3 DLCs they had, The only one that interested me was the one that's supposed to take place in the Vietnam War.
Okay.
I felt completed when I finished
Yeah,
that game.
it was fine.
So,
Yeah, right. Yeah. So for $20 for that, fine. And then I think I might finally do it. Is Overwatch for 15 at Target? Like
I'm thinking about that too.
because like it's never below 30.
No.
It's one of those like
Yeah.
like GTA. It
Yeah.
never goes below 30. Now I always said if it goes below 30, I'd seriously consider it. So I'm seriously considering.
I just want to try it. And I
right.
know, like, for $15, I'll give it a spin.
Exactly. And like people they just seem like they have so much fun with it. I know it's gonna be difficult. There's gonna be a learning curve. So it's one of those things where it's like, okay, if I do decide to get it, I gotta make sure like I give it some time to really try to
Right.
give it a chance. And I mean, Blizzard does make great games. So I really
looks
want to
fun.
try it.
Like,
it
honestly,
looks
like,
fun.
honestly, yeah,
it
it
looks
looks like
fun.
fun.
Even if I get my ass kicked, it looks fun.
A couple things. Like, honestly, like, I mean, the controllers are always the same price. The systems, like, they're the same price everywhere. And there's some good ones on there. Some good bundles on there.
Deals. I mean, yeah.
I mean, the God of War for $20 at Meyer 2 is insanity. We talked about Far Cry 5 already. I don't know if you guys noticed, but what game was absence from that list? Spider-Man.
That's
Yeah.
what I was going to say.
Spider-Man.
I didn't see any hear any
I
Spider-Man.
mean,
Honestly,
they
that's
got
probably because it's included with the. That's like the deal is, hey, buy the system and get the game for
Right.
free.
And
Like
it's
that's
two- it's two-
probably
and it's
what
only
it
$200
is. Yeah, and it's $100 off the system. Yeah.
So I'm sure that's what they're kind of trying to drive
Yeah.
at that. But at some point, I'm surprised it wasn't on sale somewhere. I mean, again, we still have Amazon and PSN and things
Right.
like that are still up in
Right.
the air.
I see PSN. I wouldn't be surprised.
No.
PSN, I could see it
Something.
on there. Something, not much off, but
Right.
something. Especially with I didn't mention this in the coming new releases, but the heist or not the heist, the Turf Wars.
Oh, yeah.
is November 20th. So as of this, it came out yesterday. So chances are I already bought it.
I can say, like,
I already
what do you
finished
how
it.
do you feel about it?
Chances are I already finished it, and probably 100% of the trophies again. But yeah, so like I have a feeling that PSN will have something on Spider-Man because it's like, okay, clearly you already have a PlayStation,
Right.
so here you go. Here's your
Exactly.
deal on it.
100%.
If you don't have a PlayStation yet, we're gonna give it to you for free.
Right.
Although I am kind of surprised it's only with the Slim. I'm sorry, there's not like some type of pro deal with the.
There really
with that.
isn't. I think there
I don't
was
think
a
there's
There was
pro
no
deals.
pro deals,
which is
kinda
interesting.
surprised
Yeah,
by that.
I don't understand that.
Because like they're really because they're actually now every game coming out when they have a bundle is with the pro now.
Right.
So I'm kind of surprised there was no pro deal whatsoever.
Right. So, I mean, yeah, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep, like, when I see new things come in, I'll shout it out to Facebook and Twitter and things like that. I mean, tell us what you guys are getting to. I'm curious to see, hopefully this is helpful. It's the third year I've done it now. So, like, I'm going to be out there with you guys. So.
You'd be doing it anyways.
I've been doing it just for me. So, like,
You just wouldn't be verbalizing
yeah,
it into a
exactly.
microphone.
I mean, I'll tell you. But I don't want that. No.
You'd be sitting there at home with a giant dry erase board and red string going from stores to
Okay.
games.
Here's the plan.
Yeah. It's like on Thanksgiving, we eat a lot, and then we get the ads out, and we're like, all right, what are we going to do?
What are we doing?
And
Where we going?
like,
Where we going?
I already got like some things in my mind. Like, we got to get to here. But yeah, man, like, I mean, I'm always excited for this. It's always fun for me.
It's
so
fun. It's
I'm,
a
I'm,
good time.
I'm glad you all indulged me and listened to me talk for 20 minutes straight about deals. So
No, it's fun. My Black Friday might consist of more booze this year.
good for you.
But yeah, no. There's a few. Like I said, there's a few deals I've seen, and now like I actually have to go. I want to go through that. I do want to go through the Xbox.
Yeah,
sales,
it's
'cause
nuts.
There's so many. Because like that thing like Dragon Ball Fighters. I can see that like. So, games like that, I don't mind buying digital if the price is right because it's like I can pop that on whatever. So we'll see.
No, for sure. So yeah, so I mean, well, that is that. So now, my gift to you was Art's gift to me. We're doing our round of hate. We are finally finishing our round of hate for my gift to you, and this is a chance where one of us gives somebody else a game, gives them a chance to play something they never played before, come back with reviews, impressions, and thoughts. Art gave me possibly the worst game of all time.
Oh yeah, which game was this?
It was E.T.
Oh,
on the Atari 2600.
I forgot about that.
So,
Did you dig it up?
yeah, I dust it off. And I put
I
it
went out
in.
into the desert with a backhoe
So,
and just started digging holes.
yeah, so I got a chance to play history. So it's like weird. First of all, to play like an Atari game because it's been a long time since I played one of those. So like that kind of like I gotta remember like okay,
Video game physics
start
aren't a thing.
suspending disbelief. Start using your imagination again. Nothing's photorealistic or whatever. So E.T. drops in the little spaceship and he drops you off, and then there's a little. You start with like 9,999 on the bottom. Was that 4? I don't know. But it's on the bottom there. And I'm starting to know, it looks like you're in a field, kind of, and you're starting to walk around. There's different screens. And all of a sudden, this guy in trench coat starts coming after me. So I'm like, oh, well, I'm assuming I'm going to head. I've never. Another thing too, I don't think I've ever said this when we talked about this last time. I've never even seen E.T. So I have even less of a frame of reference for this.
What?
I've never seen E.T. Not in its entirety. So now I have even less frame of reference for this.
How is this possible?
I've never seen it.
I have the biggest holes in pop culture knowledge in the world.
Oh my god!
My two things that usually blow minds. I've never seen E.T.
I'm not even mad. I'm just shocked.
Yeah, I've never seen the full thing. I've seen parts of it. I've never seen the full thing. I've never seen E.T. in its entirety, and I've never seen a single episode of the Brady Bunch. I just haven't.
What?
I've never seen an episode of Brady Bunch. What the that blows Beth's mind. How's it even possible?
Yeah,
you've never even seen at least the football episode, like when Marcia gets hit in the nose.
It's the same thing. I don't
you see
think,
when they go to Hawaii
clips.
Clips.
I'm aware of.
You've never even seen that full episode. You never saw a very Brady Christmas.
You ever saw them with Hawaii and they the evil tiki
Yes!
that thing?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Marsha.
I know that.
my
I know the
God!
references, but I've never seen an episode.
Cousin Oliver.
George Glass.
No idea what you're talking about.
Fucking Christ.
E.T. So you're walking around this environment with the different screens, and you say these little pebbled things, and I pick them up, and then next to the marker, the 9,000 marker.
What are those M&Ms? Is that what he was picking up?
I also know his Reese's Pieces was the thing in the game.
That's what it was.
Never seen the movie, folks. Know about Reese's Pieces. So
I knew it was some kind of candy.
So I'm picking those things up, and then the counter's going up. I'm like, okay, I'm doing things. That's good. And then that guy, the
Federal agent,
I guess, comes and grabs me, and he starts pulling me away, and I'm pressing all the buttons, and I can't do anything because it's Atari, and nothing is working. And then they bring me to a thing that's supposed to be jail, but it looks just like the Lincoln Memorial. So they jail me in the Lincoln Memorial, and then he disappears, and I just walk out. Okay, well, and I have all the things I collected, so I'm like, so you mildly inconvenienced me. So I go back. I'm walking. Sometimes, when I'm walking to the top of a screen, and I end up at the top of the last screen I was on. Mm-hmm. So, if you walk up, you're not it's not like Zelda where you walk up and it's a different screen. You walk right, it's a different screen. You walk down, it's a different screen. I have no idea how they are even generating these screens. There's no sense of direction in this game whatsoever. So you're just walking aimlessly, picking up dots. To what end? I don't know. I have no idea. And then I fall down the hole.
Yeah.
The legendary hole I thought was a bush. But no, it was a hole. And there's holes everywhere in this game.
Welcome to Atari, motherfucker.
Yeah. There's holes everywhere in this game. And sometimes there's things in the bottom of the hole. I activated a flower. Whatever.
Yeah.
And then you press the button that makes your neck go up. And for some reason, it allows me to fly out of the hole. But then the flying stops, and you still over the hole, and you go back in the hole again. And then you fly out of the hole, but you still can't get out because you don't have enough flying or moving or whatever you're doing to get out of the hole. So the flying ends and you're back in the hole again. So I'm just in the hole, in the hole, in the hole.
Sounds like a good Friday night to me.
And all of a sudden I see the number counter keep going down. I'm like, what is this number counter doing? What is happening here? And every time I fall in the hole, it takes chunks of this thing away. So when you're walking around, it takes little 1 point away. But when you fall in the hole, it takes 200 points away. So I'm like, what is going on? What am I doing? I finally get out of the hole. The guy takes me back to the Lincoln Memorial for some reason, and I finally get out of there.
Learn about freedom, bitch.
I collected 6 of the Reese's. Well, I assume are Reese's Pieces, and so, but I was like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And then I was just walking, and I died. The counter is your life.
Yeah.
I found out at the very bottom of it. It's when the thing goes down to 0, you're a skeleton, E.T. But no, it's not game over. The boy comes from the upper left of the screen and comes by you, and apparently he's some kind of god entity, and gives you 1,500 more points on your bottom counter. So I'm like, oh great, I get to play the game some more.
It wants you to just keep going.
And then I'm again,
suffering.
But I'm finding these pieces. I pick 4 or 5 of them up, and then they're just gone. I wasn't captured. They're just gone. I don't know why. Did I drop them where I was supposed to drop them? Did I eat them? I don't know what happened with these dots. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with these dots. There's this yellow, it looks like looks like the back of an arrow. I don't know what that is. I don't know what it does. The flower, I don't know what that does. A little squiggly thing, I don't know what that does either. I don't know what any of this stuff does. And there's only one button because it's the Atari 2600, and all that button does is make your neck go big. It makes your neck get all big. For again, when you're in the hole, it lets you fly. When you're on the ground, it makes you walk fast. But this just eats away your points. Finally, I guess Boy Jesus couldn't resurrect me for a third time.
His name's Elliot. goddammit. Elliot.
So he resurrected me for like a third time, and I'm just dead. I'm just dead in front of his house, and it's game over. It's back to the title screen. I'm like, I'm done. I don't know what I did. I don't know what I accomplished. I don't know. I might have beat the game.
You know what we could use? We could use a remake. Give me a 4K goodness remake of E.T.
No, because you know what?
The same two green colors.
You know what? This stick will suggest like Night Trap.
Yeah.
I was wrong about Night Trap.
I was right about E.T.
You were damn right on E.T.
History was right on E.T.
And
Was this worse than Life of Black Tiger?
It's so hard to compare an Atari game to a PlayStation 4 game.
True.
It had the same level of control. I feel like I knew what I was doing in Life of Black Tiger. When
I'm sure the graphics weren't that much better, though.
No, I mean, Atari to PlayStation 1 really isn't that big of a difference.
There was less incorrect grammar in E.T.
Yeah.
There really was. The numbers were correct. But, like...
The numbers counted in order.
Man, like... I want to know how you get to the end game. Awesome. Honestly, I want to look it up.
You didn't look up a guide?
No, I didn't. I played it straight.
You were done at that point?
Oh, yeah, no, I played it straight.
Done! It's time for black.
That's exactly what happened. I was like, I'm done with this. I turned on my PlayStation. Awesome. 3 of my friends are online right now. We got a quad going. So like, I was just like, I told him it was split in Vegas. Like, I just played ET for 2600. They're like, why? I'm like, I don't know why. Podcast things.
Because I had
Because Art's a dick.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Whoa. Art's a dick. Art didn't come up with the idea for the round of hate. Okay.
Well, this is true.
This has been fun though, guys. I've had a great
Karma.
time. So Round of Hate, I think, was a grand success, ending on one of the worst games of all time, justifiably so.
Let's never do it again.
No.
Although I will say, if we ever do this again, fuck you, Art. No more MOBAs. I am officially taking away MOBAs from your gift to me.
No mercy. So
You didn't know it was MOBA.
No, I didn't.
it's amazing.
You could have protested in that moment.
That
I would have given you
was
something
the
else.
worst.
No,
I didn't even know.
You know what I'm going to do after this post is I'm going to put up a Twitter poll who had the worst experience.
Yeah.
I'm going to put all of our games up in a poll and who had the worst experience
That's
of
good-
all
that's
of
good.
us. I'm
That's
just curious. But man, that was I can say I played it now. So
It's the China sex tape of video game.
Oh,
That's right.
God.
That's right.
I'm glad we had another scenario where I can use that goddamn line.
I love it.
That I
love
used
that
after we
line.
stopped recording the last time.
God,
so bad.
that line needs to be used more often.
China sex tape of video games. Nobody wants to see it, but you see it, so you can go, hey, you know what? I saw it.
Yeah.
There's nothing good about it.
Yeah.
It's terrible. All right, so that ends the Round of Hate. So I don't think we even came to a consensus when we were talking before this. Like, how do we want to do the next couple of weeks? So we have decided, because it's now November 20th when this episode comes out.
21st.
Yes.
Yeah, 21st, you're right.
When this comes out, yes. So
So
we're
the day before Thanksgiving.
about a month, about 5 weeks out from the new year.
Right, so we got about 5 weeks left of the new year. We got 2 shows coming out before the new year, and we have one coming out on the 2nd of January. That's going to be our Game of the Year edition, where we're going to talk about, we're going to pick our 5, each individually, our 5 favorite games of the year, and do what we always do. We put point totals behind them, and whoever has the most points is our consensus Game of the Year.
Yep.
So now is our time to play the games we think we should play, or at least get a feel for, or at least make an attempt to play for Game of the Year. So what do we want to do? Like, do we want to actually just do the gifting thing,
I think
or do we want to
still-
just make the list of the games we might try to play? Or
I think we still do the gift thing because so we all have games that we own probably
Right.
that we still want to play for the Game of the Year potential, but then no.
I don't know if I do, to be honest with you.
I got Hitman and Call of Duty.
But I don't know. Yeah, but otherwise, we should talk amongst us to see who doesn't have these games. Like who?
Okay.
Okay, here's games that are on our list. Like you don't have that. Okay, we've got 2 really good examples right here.
Yeah.
Like okay, here you go. Like let's try this. Here, play this. I mean, obviously, like we'll still play other stuff. Like
Right.
recently, I picked up Detroit for $20. So like that's on my
And
list.
you play that too, right?
What, Detroit?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So
So,
yeah,
fine. So that would be on.
I own it. So I will be working towards that to play that. Like but if we have something that we know someone else doesn't have, then that's gonna be our gift. Is
Okay.
like pouring that out for the next couple episodes.
I gotcha. All right. I mean, so we're just gonna be handing games. Okay, that works.
Yeah.
I mean, what games do you think are gonna be on like the short list? Like what games do you?
Well,
think,
on the
what are your holes of the games you think you might have in the consideration of your top 5? I guess is my question.
I mean, the very holes like that we haven't played.
Yes.
Are you saying? Oh shit, I don't know. I haven't thought about that yet. Well, Detroit for me.
Okay, Detroit for you.
But I haven't. So I mean, that's one that I can tell you for sure is on my list.
Yeah, I think for me, I do want to give Celeste a spin before the end of the
Yeah.
year because that was like the beginning of the year. You played that too, and you liked it. So I would like to give that a spin. Outside of that, I mean, people have Dead Cells, but I just don't like roguelikes, so that's just I'm just not gonna like that game.
Odyssey is on my list, so I'll be grabbing that Black Friday. So
Right. I don't think Red Dead's gonna make our list.
It's
it won't.
like if you were hanging on to it and weren't playing it, I'd give it a shot. If you're trading it, I'm not going to ask you to hold on to it longer so I can play it. It's me liking that game is a long shot just from what I've heard about it.
Yeah, no, it's one of those where like 5 years from now when it's $20, maybe we'll get another try. But
Basically,
good.
the description I've heard from people is
good.
like when you get to a story part,
it's
it's
great.
really good.
It's
really
awesome.
good.
Yeah,
But the
in
waiting
betweens
and
is
walking
just
around
brutal.
in between
Yeah.
is so slow.
And I've also heard there was a I think Game Informer did a podcast where they had 4 different developers talk about their experience with Red Dead. 2 really liked it, 2 kind of didn't.
Yeah.
And they said the consensus was it looks like a next gen game, but plays like a last gen game. Well, like the gunplay is still bad and the menu's really bad and things like that.
That's perfect. Actually,
so like I was just
yes.
like. I thought that was a very apt way
That is
to
accurate.
So.
That is super accurate. Yes, absolutely.
All right, so I mean, so my gift to you is going to be a little more nebulous for the rest of this year. We're going to kind of just play some stuff and try some stuff and hand some stuff off. And,
yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So we're handing stuff off. Are we still going to talk about it, or are we going to wait till the end of the year thing to talk
I think we
about?
should just talk about the end of the year.
Okay.
I mean, we'll still talk.
Then should we just do a list then? If we're not going to be talking about it in the next episode.
That's right. That's what I'm saying.
That's fine. I mean,
All right. Well,
I mean the two games I had in mind already, which I'm rethinking because you guys both said you don't want to play one of them. I had Dead Cells and Celeste were the ones I was going to suggest.
I really want to play Celeste. That's all. I mean, not just. I don't think it's just a game for me. But
I might.
Did you,
Well, I was gonna say, I might.
did you play that one or no?
No, I've just heard great things
Okay.
about it. But if I do what we were talking about ahead of time, I may just put it on there anyways because I kind of want to play it.
Okay.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's your own personal list too of like potential games that look like you might want to play. That might be
Like I said,
potential game of the year.
So
for
I've
you.
I've been gushing about Oberdin. I don't think either one of you guys would like it. If you want to try it, like I wouldn't mind putting $20 and put it on our Steam account and if you guys take a spin at it. But like I don't think either one of you. That's a game for either one of you guys.
Yeah.
That's like that's the most Mike.
No,
That's the most Mike-esque game ever Mike.
I was just
so
saying,
like,
no. When I was editing the video and then looking up other stuff, I
I
was
was
just
staring
like,
at your ugly
I'm
face.
good. Like, yeah, I was like, I'm good.
No, so if I'm saying that's, I mean, again, like, that'd be a list. I think that's
Sure, and we're all gonna have games like
Right,
that.
yeah,
I mean, but I
I
still think
I
that,
might
like,
bring
if-
God of War
if
because
we-
it's a glaring gap in my year experience.
it's open.
What'd you do, you bastard?
Well, yeah,
Hey, so what do you got for me?
I've got Yakuza 6 for you. So that came out, even though it should have came out even earlier this year, but it didn't. That came out this year, and I mean that's huge. That's pretty big. I mean, especially with the way Yakuza is going. I haven't played a whole lot of it myself yet, but I know you started with
trying.
0.
I've been trying to get into it
I
for a
know.
while.
But the thing
But
is,
Blackout.
the nice thing about this though is like since you've played 0,
Yeah.
you've seen the engine they started with. This is the new engine,
Right.
So now you can kind of see where they've gone and so you'll at least get that kind of feel for it. Like because these are giant games, so I'm not expecting
Yeah.
to play much of this at all.
And-
but at least you get a good feel
right.
for what
That's
it
what I was gonna
is.
say. So I mean, do you have like what do you think like? So you talk it's a Detroit. So is Detroit's going to be where you're going to go for that?
I guess, yeah. I guess Detroit will be, yeah.
Unless you had something for him already.
Like it was either going to be Celeste or Dead Cells.
I might just go buy Celeste. Maybe it's gonna be on sale again. Oh no,
It's
we
not
talk
on
about-
sale
No,
anywhere.
we're talking about like we didn't even talk about like the eShop. But the eShop might have a bunch of Black Friday stuff. Too.
That's true.
Who knows?
Nintendo's always super hush hush about that until the
Yeah.
day of. So, yeah, we won't know.
Okay, so there it is. So like, yeah, we're gonna be kind of just playing a bunch of games. Like we're not gonna do our normal my gift to you for the next couple of because it's 2 episodes after this, and then it's the game of the year.
Yeah.
And we know what we're doing next episode already.
Yep.
So I'm very excited for that. By the way, I did my research for that one like 2 weeks ago when we thought we were gonna be doing it last week. But I'm super excited for that one.
I haven't looked at it at all.
Oh my god.
I started it.
I think
I have a couple really good ones because I focus too much on those.
Yeah, right.
That's like, okay, now I go back into the other stuff.
I went a little off the deep end on a big one. I went one of the bigger ones.
I definitely want to throw a caveat in there for one of them.
Oh, yeah. So what we're talking about, so we're not just completely crazy. Was it last episode or 2 episodes ago?
2 episodes ago.
No. Was it? Yeah, well, it's two.
Yeah,
two. Because last episode ended up being way bigger than we thought it was going to be. Yeah, so it was 2 episodes ago.
So it's going to be we're basically stripping Konami of all of their main franchises.
We're eliminating Konami from the video game
Fuck you,
world.
Konami. Give us your franchises, and we're going to give them to people who can do it right.
And we're going to we all kind of came up with which developer we think would do those games justice.
The one caveat I want to throw in there
Yeah.
is we can't do Metal Gear to Kojima.
No,
100%. God, no.
I agree.
Agree. Yep, I'm
That's
with
like
you on
that's
that.
like the laziest, easiest layup thing ever.
No, absolutely. I agree 100%.
I put way too much thought into where I'm here. So we'll talk about that next time. So
Metal Gear goes to EA.
honestly, I think all my ones are kind of like
That makes you quit, not the snuck in MOBA.
No,
that makes you quit.
I'm done.
all right.
It's gonna go to Activision and be an annual release.
Man, I got so many thoughts on this. I'm so excited for next episode because I think that's gonna be really cool.
That'll be fun.
Conversation.
That'll be
And
fun.
there's some franchises I just completely forgot were Konami franchises.
When I
when
looked
put
through
that
there,
list.
there was stuff I was like, I didn't even know that was still a thing.
Yeah. Well, some of the stuff isn't a thing anymore,
yeah.
but they still own the IP. So I figured it'd be fun. Like the example I'm going to throw there now is Lethal Enforcers.
Yeah.
Who knew that Konami actually made that game? I don't remember that at all.
Lethal Enforcers. What was that one?
There's a shooting game when you were a cop, but you were a lethal enforcer, so you go in just guns a-blazing.
Oh, okay.
Pew, pew.
Yeah, it was a light gun game. Unless you had the PlayStation version that didn't have a gun, which was terrible with a cursor around and you couldn't do anything.
Any light gun game that doesn't have a light gun is awful.
Yeah, so anyway. So that's going to be next time. But,
Yes.
all right, where can people find us online?
People can find us on Facebook, SoundCloud, iTunes. Sometimes you can get whole episodes on Google. Maybe
Google.
sometimes by searching the Sticks podcast. If that doesn't help, search the Sticks video game podcast.
Okay.
For iTunes and Google. You can find us on YouTube at youtube.com/SticksGamingVids. Find us on Twitter at SticksPodcast. That's it.
Steak final words.
Oh, you had something.
Woo woo. All right. So a ton of people have been making videos about the PlayStation Classic. This kind of goes into what you got into on Twitter. People complaining about the game list and everything like that. First of all, stop being a bunch of crybabies. Okay. Second of all, there are a lot of factors that go into making these into this. Okay. Like people are like, well, what the fuck? Why isn't Crash and Spyro on here? Sony doesn't own that anymore. Activision does. So first of all, that's part of it. Like, you got to think about it that way. Besides the remakes,
Right.
which and there's been a few people who've made videos out there who are like, oh, well, the remake, you can't use that as an excuse. No, bullshit, you can't. You can't use it as an excuse.
Because, again, this is still a business, right? Like, why would I get a small chunk of a PS Classic as opposed to a $60 or $30, $40 release of a brand new Spyro or Crash
4K
that we spent
version,
money on?
Right, making and everything. So, but also, too, Activision owns those now.
Right.
Sony doesn't own those anymore. So, that's part of it. Also, like, I saw other people like, oh my god, like, why isn't this game on there? And honestly, I forget which video I was watching. I was like, I've never fucking heard of this game. Like, that's why it's not on there.
Yeah.
Because I've never even heard of this game. Like, must be such a small audience that I've never even heard of it. Again, for me personally, I will tell you, I did cancel my pre-order. Only because $100 is a lot of money right now. Like, that's just a lot of money for this. Like, honestly.
You could buy 3 Black Friday games for that.
Yeah, right. Down the line, if I find out that I can mod this and I can add basically what I did with the other, like, if I find that out, okay, maybe I'll fish one out and I'll go ahead and do that. Why not? You know, like, then I'll think about. I'll seriously consider.
I've kept my pre-order for that same reason. I'm gonna leave it in the box, and if it's cracked super quick again and I can put other games on there, I'll keep it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'll return it before the 30 days are
Yep,
up.
there you go. And I mean, and that's the key right there. But it's just like it gets me really upset when people like the fact that people are ripping on Sony for the game selection, where it's like, okay, again, you got to take into consideration, like, just like the game studios, like, again, people don't have the same rights they used to back in the day and stuff. And also, you don't, sometimes oversaturation of certain genres are not necessarily, like, a lot of people are upset at, like, a lot of RPGs are on there, which I get, because, like, PS1 was huge on RPGs.
Right.
But honestly, actually, if you want RPGs, go get the Japanese version. They have Arc the Lad, Saga Frontier.
Right.
They've got
Parasite
actually.
Eve.
Parasite Eve. The Japanese version has a lot of different games than the American version, and there's a lot of RPGs there because that's what Japanese is all about. Like that, Japan's all about.
Right.
Like, so go get that version if that's what you want. Then go get that version. But it's like it is what it is. If you don't want it, just don't buy it. Stop bitching. Just don't buy it.
And my main point when I got into the beef was just like if you asked 100 people what their 20 games do you want on a PS Classic, it would be every single one would be different.
You might have 3 games in common out of that 100 people. Honestly, at the most, 3 games.
And my point was like everyone has a different opinion. Like this list isn't bad. It's not a bad list.
No,
I'm excited.
There's
about
questionable things on there,
sure,
but there's always gonna be. Like
So
that's just the way it is. Like we've talked about that last time when we announced the games. Like the big one I think for us that we really question is Rainbow Six.
Yeah,
That's the big one where I'm like, okay, we're all like, okay, why? Like the PC version was way better. The console version was actually like really bad. Like again, but the only thing is like what I'm thinking is. Because of the state that Rainbow Six in now,
right?
It's so huge. It was big. It's really big still.
It has
that's
name
why,
value.
Like that's why it's there. Like regardless, they don't play it.
Right,
Just don't
exactly.
play it. You got 20 games on there. Don't play it. Like go play some of these other games that are on there.
No compilation is made for one individual person.
No.
They try to make a scatter shot of all these different genres, and then they're still bound by the contracts and legalities and things like that, and price and things of that nature. And you want something that's specifically for you, make it yourself.
Exactly.
It's the only way you're gonna get something that's specifically just for you.
The only thing I will let people complain about, because I did as well, is the fact that it's the standard controllers and not the DualShock.
Right.
That I understand. That I get, because like there's so many games that like having the Resident Evil director's cut on there that the director's cut added the analog controls. Right. Like you know what I mean? So like that I fully understand. I get that. Like you guys can complain about the DualShock. Having the DualShock controller all you want, I will support you on that. Anything else, your complaint wise, I don't support it.
Yeah, it's
just don't spend the $100.
Yeah,
don't
exactly.
complain and don't spend the $100.
I mean, that's
simple as that.
That's the thing. You don't like it, speak with your wallet.
Right? Exactly. Just don't
buy it.
Just don't buy it.
And if it sells poorly, then Sony will know that they screwed up.
Right.
And when it sells millions, they'll make year 2 or whatever it is.
Hey, they make the PS2. Woo! Look out.
Well,
imagine the blowback when everyone get their favorite games on that.
Oh, especially the PS2. PS2 is even more so than the PS1, I think.
So yeah, that was the nature of the beef that's still kind of festering right now. Again, every once in a while I get a little around Twitter, but it's just like the whole argument was just like it has some of the greatest games of all time still on this list. Yes, that list is not made specifically for you because nothing is made specifically for you.
Right.
And in your opinion, you don't like that list, and that's fine. Yep. Why can't I like that list?
Right.
I mean, NES Classic, SNES Classic, people were crazy about. There's a bunch of games on there I don't care to ever play. I have no interest in. I'm not sitting there saying don't make them, and it's a waste of time, and this is terrible. I mean...
And the key point to remember is with Nintendo, a lot of their star games are first party.
Right.
A lot of star games for Sony are not first party.
Yeah, right.
That's a huge difference. Again, licensing. Got to keep that. I've seen so many people bitch and complain that Tomb Raider is not on here. I'm sure there's something with Eidos or Square Enix for the original because there's been some weird stuff.
Every time you license something,
sure there's
it's
something.
money out of Sony's pocket.
My thing on Tomb Raider is like I don't think new Tomb Raider, modern this version of Tomb Raider wants anything to do with old Tomb Raider.
Right.
Like I think if they could like not have that be in there like
stand the 2 Lara Crofts next to each other, and it doesn't. They're not from the same fucking game.
It's totally different. I mean, the original Tomb Raider is very iconic. I mean, it is.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, it is. But
it's also terrible.
But again, I mean, they did make a better version with the anniversary edition. But it's one of those things where it's like, again, it's Sony doesn't own it.
Right, exactly.
So they don't own it. It's out of their control.
And I think I'm gonna take the last word on this one. So
Just take it's the last word.
I just did.
Yeah.
I brought this. Go ahead. No, it's okay.
Critiquing is fine. Like having opinion is fine.
Right.
But like games are fun. Go have fun. If you don't like it, don't like
do
it,
it,
and that's fine. And don't do it. That's the final word I got on this.
There you go.
See you next time, stickheads.